Hello, everybody. Welcome to Streaming 101. How you doing? My name is J-Dub, otherwise known as Jdubeous. This man up top right here is Mr. DennyVonDoom, and we are your hosts tonight to go over all things streaming. So if you got some questions, get them loaded up because we want to hear them. Drop them in the chat. We have a Q&A session at the end of the whole show, but you can keep dropping your questions as we go. We'll answer. Don't worry about it. We won't bite.
Yeah, of course, I'm really glad to be able to pull this event off for you guys. We've gotten so many questions and people asking about different parts of streaming over the past few months. So I just figured it'd be, pretty helpful to have an event like this where we can kind of break down streaming and different elements of streaming, both, even things after you turn off the stream that are important as well. So glad to see you guys all here. Hopefully you enjoy the event, and keep those questions rolling, or save them for the end of the stream if you need to. Good to see you.
All right, Denny, how about you give everybody a lovely introduction about yourself and how long you've been streaming and everything, how you got started?
Well, I've been streaming roughly since around 2015, I want to say, so it's been about 3 years or so almost now. But I've been on Twitch for a very long time, using the platform mostly for competitive fighting games, which I play a lot of. So I've known about Twitch and was a part of the culture way before I started streaming myself. I've on playing on Xbox One, streaming directly. I think I was playing Evolve or something like that.
Oh wow! Then. Damn, does anybody remember Evolve?
Yeah.
Yo, taking it back. Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, I hopped on, I streamed once or twice on playing that game.
Thank you for that whole speaking. Sorry.
Thank you, D.
It just came through loud as hell in my ear.
And then we bounced around a bit, so I ended up deciding to get into the full stream thing, and got a PC together. I wanted to do some gaming on PC anyway. And yeah, so from there, just ended up getting really heavy into streaming. Now I kind of, of course, do more than just streaming for myself. Yeah. Serving as community manager and kind of founder for the Cookout community you guys are watching now, and a lot of you guys are a part of. So it's been an interesting year overall. But a lot of big things happening. Yeah, lots of big things happening here, including the website coming pretty soon. I'm hoping you guys are part of.
It's coming soon.
So,
it's coming.
Yeah,
get those articles to Telia, please.
please just blow up Telia, okay? I'm sure she'll appreciate it. But yeah, so it's been a pretty awesome journey over the past 3 years, just kind of bouncing around. I do my own stream things and also doing community stuff. Yeah. And thankfully, the group as a whole has been really doing some awesome things. Charity event, which again, applause to you guys who got involved and help support. We hit that goal of over $1,000 for charity, which is awesome. So thank you guys all who came through and helped out there.
I helped all the little kiddies so much.
Yes, for the kids.
For the kiddies. I guess I'll jump in and talk about myself here for a minute. Let's see, how did I get started in streaming and when did I start? I want to say it's 2018 now, so it was August of 2016. That's when that's when I made the decision that, hey, I'm going to actually take this seriously now. Because the couple years before that, I wasn't taking anything serious. I would come on, stream for a month, and then hop off because I ain't get nobody watching my damn stream. I'm like, I want to be famous. Why ain't 50 people up in here? And it's like one guy comes through as I'm playing Dead Space that's been out for probably 5 years at that point. And I got discouraged and left. So August 2016, I finally was like, let me put some more effort into this. And I think what really changed it for me, at least, I came across DJ Knight's stream, and also I Am Brandon, who used to be UGR Gaming stream. I came across both of those streams. I was like, I like what they're doing. And I was happy to see somebody like myself on Twitch, because, you go across all the different categories. You don't see that many, unfortunately. It's just how it is. But yeah, I came across them and I like what they were doing. I like the professionalism that they had. And that's when I knew, okay, it's time for me to get a better computer. It's time for me to start slowly building up. And that actually leads into a little bit of something. I'll pause for a second and talk some more about my history, I guess. I've been gaming literally all my life. I am primarily a PC gamer now, but was a hardcore Xbox gamer, like Xbox 360 and Xbox One when it first came out. But now I'm really
360, man. Those were the days.
Oh, man.
I had so much fun on them 360 days, man.
I was a late comer to the 360 though, because I think I came in around the time when Gears of War 3, or no, Gears of War 2 came out. Because that was around the time Gears of War 2 and Modern Warfare 2 came out. And I was like, that's why I got one. So I got those 2 games, and then I went back and played the first Gears of War, and I was like, oh, this is it. I'm playing games all the time now. I was always like a latecomer. Like I would buy the systems after the fact, like after they've been out for a couple of years. You know what I mean? So I was happy I was on the trend right there. Deacon's like, I feel extremely old right now. We old up in here, yeah. I hate to break it to you. We're gonna have our walkers in no time, but I'm still gonna be playing video games.
And that's another kind of like interesting thing about streaming and gaming in general, is that a lot of us have really been around for quite some time, but there's so many new generations of gamers coming out now, you know, and doing their thing. So I ain't no spring chicken.
Now I sound old just for saying that.
Just technology in general has come a long way in like 30 years, you know, from playing like Excite Bike on like Nintendo.
No, the Power Mat, man. What was it called? The Power? Yeah, it was called a Power Mat, right? Yeah, that was the thing.
And
the glove.
From those days to what we have now, VR and augmented reality and stuff like that, it's a huge jump.
VR, Battle Royale everywhere. Jdubeous, I'm gonna start drinking my coffee out of a mason jar now. I don't know why I keep doing it. I just love it though. This is my cold brew. I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't care.
Yeah, for cold brew, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it had ice in it. Kind of melted a little bit, but whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it about me. But what I was about to get into, I believe, was you don't have to start. If you're a brand new streamer here, and what I'm looping back to is when I said I started building out my computer. You don't have to start off with thousands of dollars of equipment, okay, people?
Please don't.
Let me make that abundantly clear for you right now. Please don't do that. If you want to build yourself a computer to play video games, do it. Do it up. But slowly build up on all the extra peripherals you add to it. Don't start coming down with a big giant. This might cost some money, I'm not gonna lie, but this was not a first day purchase for me. I was using a mic I had for years beforehand. A lot of people, they use things that they just had laying around. Do that right now until you figure out if this is really something you want to do. And if it's something you want to do, if it's your passion, if you like your hobby a lot, then start slowly building it up. Who knows, you may even get some donations, or I'm sorry, tips that can help you purchase some of those extra peripherals.
Yeah, it's really important to make sure that, you know, you kind of feel out for what you want to do with streaming as well before you start to invest, because not everybody's going to take it as a career. And some people will take it as a hobby. It's really important to kind of differentiate between the two before you start, you know, dumping tons of money into it, because, you know, when you start putting a ton of money into something, regardless of if it's a hobby or not, you're going to start to run a return on investment, or like, I'm putting this kind of time and money into this right now, and I'm not getting the same results from it. And then you start taking it, you know, personally. You know, you start guilting yourself, like, well, I'm not streaming more. You know, get kind of that investment back. And those kind of things can add up over time and end up being unhealthy. So make sure that you take some time out, pace yourself, try playing games. One thing I will say is that when it comes to streaming, it doesn't hurt to try now, because we have consoles. You know,
exactly.
You can hop on and try streaming for a bit without really much investment at all.
And you can even get Discord on your Xbox now. So I mean, you have no reason not to. Discord, and you can stream straight from it. You're good to go. I know a lot of people are streaming straight from consoles these days. As long as you have a great internet connection, you're good to go. Just start.
Especially if like the live stream changes too as well recently, so you'll be able to add overlays to your.
Oh yeah, that's right. Streams. I forgot about that.
So you can make it look even more professional while you're streaming from console.
Do you know anybody who's been actually using that yet? Because I don't know anybody personally who's been using that, but I know about it.
I'm gonna probably just try it out myself just to see how it works.
It'll give me a reason to turn my Xbox on again, I guess.
Yeah, you know, just dust it off.
I haven't turned.
I'll admit, mine is getting pretty dusty too.
I'm looking at it right now. It's so sad. My PS4's been getting so much more use, and I love Xbox. It's so sad. Get me some more exclusives.
Yeah, let's see how E3 goes this year. Maybe they'll surprise us with something besides Crackdown.
Exclusives, please. What are you guys saying in the chat? The struggle is real. I've been in that mindset the last month, so this resonates with me. You're not alone. You're definitely not alone. Got my start in gaming with the Atari and Amiga. Now I'm streaming VR. Oh, nice. I can't believe this is even reality, watching it from the start to now. Yeah. I know a lot of people who actually do the VR stuff like exclusively. That's a good niche to get into. If you want to do that, like, if you, especially if you have the room, like, let's say, like, I have my own room here for streaming. That it's a blessing. Trust me. Not a lot of people had it. Danny looks like he has his own room too. Look at all those posters back there. He doing it up back there. But if you have a room that you could put up a green screen in the back, and like you could actually put a camera up in the corner of the room or something, and people could watch you do the VR and laugh at you because you're gonna be very funny, falling around and crawling around on the floor and everything. Do it up because people eat that stuff up. So please get on that. What else is everybody else saying in the chat? Yeah, because there are free programs you can mix with, and some headphones come with their own software. Exactly. Definitely hobby boys here. However, I do like to make things look clean because my name is attached to it. Danny already knows that's what I'm about.
I mean, that's another thing as well. Like when it comes to even if you're streaming from console and you don't necessarily have as much control over your streaming stuff, from the console side, you can still set up your panels. You make sure that all that's organized and clean. Your social media, all of that can be just as professional as you want it to be, even if you aren't, necessarily, ready to invest in a PC, set up those kind of things first. So there's ways to still kind of give off that professional vibe without having to, dump a ton of cash into a new setup yet.
And there are plenty of resources out there for you to utilize. I mean, yes, everybody uses OBS and XSplit as their primary streaming platforms in terms of getting it out to you guys, to the public. Like I'm using OBS right now for you guys to see this. But what's the other ones that everybody use, Denny? It's that has like the overlays already built into it. Well, you can use Streamlabs OBS. I'm sorry. Yeah,
there's Streamlabs OBS that does a lot of that as well.
Yeah,
and there are things like Player.me that lets you do overlay stuff.
That's right, Player.me. That's what I was thinking of. Those already have overlays for you ready to go. Don't go buying overlays from people on Fiverr or other places.
Oh my gosh, please.
Please don't, because trust me, I've seen some of those freaking overlays and they are horrible. But please don't do it, because you will be wasting your money. We have all these free resources out there. Go check out a lovely site, and I'll even bring it up on the other screen right now. Look over here. Oh, that way, to that screen over there. I'll bring up Nerd or Die. If you haven't heard of Nerd or Die already, they have a lot of freebies on their site for you to choose from. They're constantly putting out things. And they just put out this right, and I'm not getting any promotion benefit from Nerd or Die. I'll let you know that right now. But even my own alerts from my own channel are from Nerd or Die. Okay. So this right here, they have an alert maker. Okay. Let me see if I can bring up the video, because I just saw this a couple weeks back.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
I'm gonna mute them now.
Because I'll drop the link in here for them.
Yeah. Just drop the link for the whole website. But they have an alert maker here where you can make nice crystal clear alerts like this. It'll pop up like anime alerts that come onto the screen and everything. Now they might not have images and stuff, but these are nice and clean. It makes you look so professional. It's an entire interface that works right with Streamlabs. It can import right into there, and you will love it. Trust me, it's straight up approved. My own stamp of approval. I'm trying to see if we can see a finished product in this video. Trying to scrub it to the end. Maybe right here. So you see I have this little box right here comes up. That'll fly in from the right side of the screen, I believe. Hold on, let me see if... Well, it'll just show up like this. Oh, well, hold on. Can I bring this bigger? Open video, new tab. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That makes it much easier. So if you look at this little video right here, you see all these animated things come up on the screen? You can make that right now for free. Free 99. So please go do it.
Yeah, and I'll be posting some of these in like the streaming resources in the Discord too, so you guys can check them out there as well if you can't keep track of them in the stream.
But they also have a ton of other overlays and stuff that are also free, or they may cost minimal amount of money. Like I see one right here is free right there. One is $8, one is $12.50. You can't go wrong with these, okay? And like,
yeah, it helps you kind of like get into the creative mindset too if you feel like you can do some of that stuff,
Oh, Mira.
Mira coming through with
Mira coming through
grade, okay.
Hard. How you doing, Mira? Hey.
She was sipping earlier. Had the drinks on and the Leah playing in the background.
Oh, where she was sipping? What was she playing?
She was playing, playing The Sims.
She was playing The Sims like this. Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, I'll give you a shout out, Mira. But also anyone coming in, this is basically the Cookout's official streaming 101 event. So if you guys are interested in streaming, want some tips to trade and other info about kind of like making your stream better in different ways, this is the place to be. We'll be giving you guys tools and tips throughout the entire stream. So welcome, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you enjoy the show.
The sipping is for Saturday. Okay, Mira. You were playing State of Decay 2? How you liking that? I need to get back to it some more. Hopefully, I think they're putting out a new patch for the game sometime real soon to address some of the bugs. Hopefully, because I love the game itself. It's a little buggy. Mira sent me. Well, welcome, Danger. What would you like to get into next, Danny?
Sensational.
Okay, so next up, basically we can go over just a few of the basic things. I say, basic tips for pretty much all streamers as far as
sensational.
Both technical side and non-technical. So stuff like OBS, Xsplit, kind of some of the differences there. Stuff like using the cam or not using the cam. I've seen people originally who thought you couldn't stream out a cam, and some folks are saying you should avoid that. You should always have a camera on. Stuff like settings, like when it comes to streaming settings, your bit rate, those kind of things.
Yeah,
are definitely a thing as well. So I'm gonna definitely try and kind of give you guys more of a feel for what we think is actually important when it comes to your stream, because there is exceptions to the rules as well. But don't let someone tell you that because you don't want to be on camera that your stream will fail, or if you want to focus on one game over another game, that your stream won't work and those kind of things, because obviously those kind of things can actually change depending. But yeah, so I think we'll kind of break into that now. Let me I see the words too. I'm in here.
Okay.
So I'll let you kind of talk about OBS and Xsplit and those kind of things a little bit while I get this switched over.
So all of you who are here, you probably have dipped your toes a little bit into streaming already, so you know about some of the platforms. You have Xsplit, you have OBS, and I'm talking about OBS Studio, not so much Slobs or Streamlabs OBS, but it's pretty much the same thing, Streamlabs OBS. And let me bring that up as well, just so I can have it ready to go. They all pretty much work the same exact way. You can't go wrong with them. But like Denny was saying, you don't have to go crazy with the settings starting out. And this is especially important if you're running a one PC setup. You have many options to do your setups. You can do a one PC setup or a dual PC setup, or if you're a console player, you can just have your console coming into your single PC via an Elgato or AverMedia card, one or the other. But you don't have to go crazy with like trying to achieve the highest quality. As long as you're doing at least about, I would say, what would you say, Danny? About a 3,000 to 4,000 bit rate. 12. It definitely. You want a 12. What is it? 12. What? 1280 by 760.
Yeah, you want to stick to 1280 by 7 by
or the
720.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Do that one. You don't do a full 1080p 60. You're in. If you might be an affiliate. You might even be an affiliate yet. You're not going to be able to reach people with that. They're going to be buffering like crazy. No matter what people tell you, you don't have to do that. Okay? They're going to have to drop down their quality options just to watch you. Just start with a regular 720p stream, and you will be set to go. Don't try to go crazy with it. If you have particular questions about any of these programs, I would love to hear it in the chat, because I've used XSplit and OBS a hell of a lot. I know Denny uses XSplit exclusively.
And I started OBS too, just like everybody else did, because originally XSplit was definitely like really heavy on the paywall stuff. So I bounced around with OBS too when I first started out. I spent a lot of time before I actually really kind of launched my stream. I was probably working on like my stream alerts and all that stuff a solid month before I even started streaming really public. So it's good to kind of take the time out to test out stuff, and thankfully you can do a lot of that stuff without ever going live with OBS and having the preview screens and those kind of things. So, if you put in that kind of time, you can definitely usually get, some time to see your alerts and all that stuff in action before even having to hit the live button.
Right.
And you can record yourself. I know a lot of people originally they used to have issues with like audio and those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good and helpful if you have a friend or a mod or someone you think that maybe that'll help you out to just kind of like test the stream and see what audio levels you're like beforehand. Those kind of things really go a long way because people focus a lot on like this 1080p, 60 FPS, 6,000 bit rate, high level streaming, and then their was was like terrible.
No, we're not saying that a person can't actually push that out. You can push it out. Hell, I can push it out right now. But do I want to do that at the expense of possibly having some of my viewers not be able to watch my stream? I don't know.
Exactly.
I was running at a 6,000 bit rate for a long time, and I had a lot of viewers, especially from overseas, like out in Germany or other places, telling me, hey, dude, every time I come to your stream, it's always buffering. I want to watch you, but it's always buffering. I'm like, okay, let me drop this down a little bit and let's see what's going on. I dropped it down to about 4,000 bit rate, and I haven't heard that problem again. Now, now your experience may vary. I don't know, but that's just what happened to me. That's my own testimonial for that. What Denny was talking about, how you can have a friend watch you and give you advice, if your audio levels are bad. What I personally do, I have a laptop aside from my actual desktop PC. What I end up doing, I create a separate account. I have a test account. Hell, you can even use your bot account. If you have a bot in your chat, you can even log into that account. And I stream to that particular account, not my main Twitch handle. And then I watch it on a separate computer on my laptop. Or if you have a tablet or you have a phone, you can do that too. Either or. And then you listen back, like say something in the mic real quick. You have to wait those 5 seconds or whatever delay and see what the audio levels are and adjust it. Like play around with your music. See if the music is too loud or too low. Like right now, I know exactly where to put the music at because I've done this before. I know exactly what number to put it at because I've tested this over and over and over again. Just do it that way.
Yeah, recordings work too. I did a lot of recording when I was doing the War November stuff. I'll record some of the audio playback and those kind of things. So you can record back as well. For me, I liked having a separate account to test things on because sometimes we're just recording when it put the same amount of strain on your setup as streaming directly would. Like if I was testing out, like say, playing a new game or something that was more resource intensive than I'm usually used to doing, having a different account was really good for being able to test out if anything was going to break while streaming that out.
I legit have 2 test accounts. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got 2 of them.
Yeah, it just helps with giving you the options to like test out things. Like say if I'm playing a game that I know is usually a little bit above my graphic settings for my current setup. I can test out playing at a see if there's any audio clicking going on or like any freeze ups going on while I'm trying to stream it directly. Instead of going live with the game for the first time and then having to deal with technical issues, which everyone hates, when you're in the middle of a stream and then suddenly stuff starts breaking. It just gives you a different option when you're going full blast on stream, to test it out. Yeah, those all work here.
I'm just going through the chat real quick. Game Dragon, you're 100% correct. Recording in OBS for like a minute while playing something is a good way to check all the issues. That's 100% correct. I just like to have it in real time and keep on testing things. So that's why I watch it on another device, just to see, or rather hear, if it's going to be good or not. Then I could change it.
Accounts are free, so it's like you don't have to,
Now there was a little bit of a scare that they were going to start cracking down on all these extra bot accounts a while back, but I haven't heard anything about it since. So you can just create the damn account. Just do it. And what else are you guys saying?
I mean, so stuff like having a camera or not having a camera, those kind of things. As far as basic setup goes, a lot of you guys are streaming from console and may not necessarily have a cam yet and stuff like that. You can definitely succeed with streaming and taking it seriously about having a camera. You don't need a camera to be an active streamer or to stream on any platform.
There are many streamers without cameras. Many. You're not losing anything. It's good. And go ahead.
Like one of the main things I will say, and this is just more of honestly from what I've seen, being on Twitch as long as I have, is that if you are going to stream without a camera, like you have to be set up to be entertaining in some form, beyond just the gameplay. If you want to have like a a successful, stream. Because keep in mind that like if you're not talking or engaging in, like,
don't sit there like this,
and there's also no camera, like people can go watch Let's Play on YouTube. That's just being real. Like, yeah, like if you're like sitting here like intent and like there's no cam, there's no voice, there's no engagement with chat. Because I know I have a few friends who also are either mute or deaf, so they type in chat instead of talking.
Oh,
and
that's
even
pretty cool.
even they are engaging in chat.
That's
playing.
great.
And if you're not doing that, you also have nothing visually stimulating happening on stream. It's going to be rough to ask people to actually sit there and watch that compared to like just watching a Let's Play on YouTube of doing the same exact thing that you're doing with no engagement. Because what are people coming there for outside of the gameplay?
You got to think in the mindset of a viewer, everybody. And this applies not only to Twitch. I think Mirror, she's still in the chat. You could probably attest to this as well with YouTube. People have a short attention span. If you're not grabbing them within that first damn near 3 to 5 seconds, goodbye. They clicked on your stream, they saw you not doing shit, and they're out. They are gone. And the same thing goes for recorded videos that you put on YouTube or a live stream here on Twitch. You have to be entertaining, even if you don't have a camera. At least talk. At least keep narrating to yourself, and just hey, you might think you're a little bit crazy, but just talk to yourself. Don't answer yourself, but talk to yourself.
Used to talking to yourself, really. I mean, that's just kind of a thing. And that doesn't mean you necessarily have to like fill up all the dead air space all the time. Like because obviously we're human, and sometimes like of course there's gameplay happening or you're really focused. That happens. I understand, but the thing is that like you have to keep in mind that there's also an audience here. At least if you're taking this somewhat seriously. Some of you guys stream as a hobby. You just kind of hop on and play, and that's kind of a big thing. And you have to be honest with yourself, because one of the things I've noticed is that I'll see people going like, "Oh, I stream for fun, and I just stream, as a hobby and blah blah." But then, like, if you're gonna say you stream as a hobby or you just stream for fun, make sure that you're saying that. Realistically, you're saying that genuinely, and not because you're afraid to take that leap into streaming for more than.
Exactly.
Like, because if you're just holding back because you think that you can't do it, and your excuse is that you're having fun, but when you get upset when you don't have those viewers, or when stuff doesn't happen the way you want it to, or when that happens, it's because you secretly want to do more, but you're afraid to say it out loud. So you're saying that you just want to do it for fun. Like, be honest with yourself. If you want to be successful at streaming, if you want to be, more than just a hobby for you, you want to have fun doing this professionally, even if it's not necessarily just your own, a career for you only.
Right.
If you want to take it seriously, you take it seriously. I mean, like, it doesn't have to start like you go from like point A to point B, or I'm a professional streamer now and I need to get all my equipment right away.
Listen,
it doesn't have to be like that. Just start with baby steps and build your way up.
Don't make me pull up a clip I put on Instagram a while back of me streaming like damn near 5 years ago. That was rough. It was really rough. Trust me, you're not going to be great right out the gate. I want to back up and just read some of the stuff or respond to some of the stuff that was in the chat. Seeker, you were talking about take note of your settings, and when you get it right, you have different settings depending on the game that you're playing. Some games without it. That's 100% correct. And that's why I always tell people, if you're going to be starting a new game, please test it in OBS or whatever yourself. Like, look at the meter going up and down. See how far it goes. Don't blow out your viewers' eardrums. Please don't. Because I have a lot of different games that, like she just said, are at different values. So you have to adjust on the fly sometimes.
And keep in mind that, like, if you're dealing with like indie games or games that have not been tested very well, or maybe in beta, that you may need to do more work for those compared to like a studio game that obviously is going to have more backing for. Like, if you're playing like a game that just hit beta for the first time and the same one, like, take some time out to probably test that first before you hop into streaming it.
I had that happen like a week or two ago. Sure as hell did. But it's a great game though. But the audio is crazy loud. Let me see, what else are people saying in here? I know nothing about streaming, but I kind of want to start. Can I stream my gaming from my Xbox while using my laptop for the camera? I feel like there could be a way to do that, but it wouldn't be an easy way. Okay, Queen of Knights, you're better off just trying to stream. Well, you would need a capture card, right, Danny? At the end of the day.
Yeah, you would still probably, you still need one.
Like the most you could do is maybe get like an external Elgato and bring in your console to that laptop, if your laptop can even handle it. Because
that's the thing.
That's another thing.
If your laptop can even handle streaming in the first place,
yeah, you need a beefy laptop.
That, like, you could download like an OBS or on your laptop right now and still practice going live even without the capture device.
Right.
Just to see if your stream doesn't lag.
Right.
With the basic stuff going on, but you could capture solitaire if you wanted to, just to test it out. But if it starts crashing before you even get that far, then it just means you're not gonna be able to stream for them, unfortunately.
Mira says, "Oh, that was loud." Mira says, "Yeah, I try to stay as engaging as possible because just as quick as they pop in, will be as quick as they pop out." 100% correct. They will go so quickly. Did you mute those alerts, please?
I thought I did, but maybe
not the host. You didn't mute those. Those seem to be coming off still. I used Voicemated Banana. It was complex to set up, but I love it for audio settings and control of audio. I know a lot of people that use that, Afro, but I tried and that was confusing as hell to me. I gave up on that a long time ago. I just couldn't do it. But you're not wrong. It is a great program. I know a lot of people that use it. So don't let me discourage anybody.
We're sticking to more like basic stuff just for people that are
that's advanced.
Yeah, like we're trying to get into just making sure the stream sounds nice.
That's a streaming 201 class, okay? Just a freshman class. Let me see what else. It's bad because now my nephew and niece play Roblox and Minecraft and talk to themselves to prepare for YouTube. It's not a bad thing, but you have to. And even when I started like taking streaming seriously, I think I was even talking to myself a little bit, like seeing how I sounded at different levels. Like, do I want to talk real low? Do I want to talk real loud? Those type of different things. I was looking crazy as hell in my house, and my wife was like, "The hell's wrong with this guy? He's screaming every 5 seconds." But yeah, you have to get there. You have to get used to your own voice sometimes, and I know it's a little weird, but you'll get used to it. I'm trying to catch up with everybody else to say. Square Enix games are super loud. Oh god. But there's nothing wrong with starting off without a cam and building so you are more knowledgeable about what you want and need. 100% correct. That start slow and build gradually. Don't go, head in thinking you're going to be a professional streamer. Just start slow, please. I can't reiterate that enough. I've seen a lot of friends
focus on being engaging. And
I've seen a lot of friends get beefy computers and beefy equipment, but they're not talking.
Yeah, like really, like you guys. One thing I will say is just focus on, your community aspect, and it's going to be hard at the beginning because, of course, you don't have any viewers, so you're just starting out.
Yeah. So
focus on talking and engaging, and also telling what's actually happening in the game. Like just focus on those things that don't come necessarily natural to everyone. Like things that like speaking out loud for long periods of time is not going to be natural to everyone right away, especially if no one's talking. Tell me what's happening in the game. Tell me what you're thinking about while it's happening in the game. Give me some of that feedback back and forth so that I can watch and see what's happening. Because not everything's gonna be explained. Like say if you're playing Overwatch and you're playing a character that someone doesn't know about. They don't know what's happening on screen. They don't understand what's going on exactly. They just know that you're beating up on somebody with a character.
A lot of times, go ahead.
It crosses that. It kind of it bridges that gap for people. Between the engagement level and the gameplay.
Especially if you can say what they're thinking.
Yeah.
If you can narrate what your viewer is probably thinking in their head already, that's perfect because they're gonna be like, "Oh, I like this guy or girl. They're like me." Like they're saying they're reacting the same way I am. Seek says, I definitely watched my stream to see how I did too. Got to see what the vibe was like. Yes.
Watch your content, yes.
We jumping around a little bit in our order, but it's whatever. But that's 100% correct. After your streams, watch your streams. Look at those streams for the video quality, for the audio quality, for the engagement. See what things worked. You get those reports. Like you have it in the Twitch dashboard already. but you can get it from other places like Streamlabs. I think Stream Elements sends one. I think I get both from Stream Elements and Streamlabs. I get the little email reports that shows me, hey, this is what your average viewers was. This is how much bits maybe you made or whatever, how many hosts you had and stuff like that. And you could go into that and see at those different time periods what happened, and go back, look at the video at that time period and see how you were. Now, if you had a lull and you had like 5 people in your chat at one point, look and see what you were doing around that time. Were you just sitting there not talking? Probably so.
Well, you also have to keep in mind that, you know, when it comes to viewership, and this is one thing where this comes into the health of streaming as well. Obviously, Twitch wants you on as much as possible because they're a business and they want people streaming and using their platform and ad revenue and everything else going on between bits and subs and everything else there. Yeah, you're still a human being in person. So that also means taking breaks and also streaming at levels that are comfortable for you.
Drink water, please.
There's no like grinding out the stream. Like, us people will go out here and they'll put in like 10, 12 hours a day streaming. Like, work smarter, not harder, please. Like, this is just, but when I've seen on my years, you know, watching Twitch and everything else here, just people who full-time stream and everything else, yeah, that's understandable because if you have like an 8-hour block of time or 6-hour block of time, you're catching multiple time zones and multiple different times a day. Right. But if you're streaming like long periods of time every day, expecting to have like some huge blow up in viewership, it's not going to happen. I can go ahead. If you have like the average attention span is not going to be in your stream for more than 2 hours at the most. True. So you're going to end up having people shift through your stream throughout the you guys know when you play your stream back, or if you know look at your streams, you don't really see the same people from the beginning of the stream or at the end of the stream for the most part, except for maybe some mods and maybe 1 or 2 people. So usually there can be some kind of switch happening throughout the day the longer you're streaming. So you might be able to catch more viewership from time to time, but don't be discouraged if your viewership numbers are lower when people are coming and going throughout a longer stream. Yeah. If you only stream 2 hours or 3 hours, you know, for the day, that's still a solid block of time for people to see you, see your live.
I do about 4 to 5 hours myself, most times. About 5 hours, really.
Because I've been seeing a lot more of like, you know, the newer streamers coming on, and they're like grinding out these like 6 to 10 hour streams, like back-to-back days, and then they're burnt out, you know, by the end of the week, and they're exhausted, and then it shows in your stream. Like, when you're tired, you know, you don't have the same energy when you're talking to people, you know, and it ends up backfiring. So just keep in mind that like you're gonna end up having those times where stream viewers switch and the audience switches as well. So it's important to also look at your data in the dashboard, because if you see a higher viewership normally, you know, during certain times of day, you can adjust accordingly. Again, work smarter, not harder.
That's a good segue.
You know, if people are watching your stream, you know, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., and that's, you know, your general time, you have the most influx of viewers, then work around that time compared to like streaming at, you know, 7 o'clock at night when it's super competitive and you don't normally get that many viewers.
I'm gonna show off 2 things in what you just said about, you know, what time to stream, but I just want to loop back about the whole streaming for long periods of time. Listen, I see a lot of people try to get partnership, streaming 12 to 24 hours, you know, types of stream. Please don't. You're going to kill yourself. Like, hasn't there been somebody who actually has died from streaming?
I feel like that. They did a 24-hour stream and passed away on stream. Yeah.
Yeah. Please don't. There's no point. You just. It's just sad. I mean, if you could do it, great. If you really think your body can handle it, great. But you gotta eat. You gotta drink water. Be responsible about it. If you're doing it for charity, okay, I get it. But that same thing still applies. But if you're just doing it thinking you're gonna blow up like Denny said, then you're gonna get partnered tomorrow, it's not happening. It's not happening. Do short streams, do about, you know, a good 4 to 5 hours, and pick a good time that you think you might capture people at, and you're good to go. I'm just looking at what's in chat super quick.
Yeah, guys, just keep in mind that like this isn't like a job where you can like put in you can put in hours and then
don't
like,
quit your job, people.
You get a wage back, you know, like you did overtime for this week on Twitch, so you know it's time to pay you off with these viewers. Here's your partnership.
Please don't quit your job. Don't do it.
don't do the I'm putting my job to do full-time streaming.
I've seen that too many times come across my Twitter. Way too many times. Miss Shannon says, taking breaks is easy for me. It's getting back into the swing of things. I just took a psych break and I'm trying to break back into streaming, but it's hard to regulate that pressure to stream versus being a normal human. That's why you just go slowly. Do one stream a week if you want to. That's perfectly fine. At least if you have a schedule, then your people would know. I'm gonna go check out Shannon at that same time every week, and you just build on from there. That's the most important thing you can have is a schedule.
The consistency as far as like your scheduling goes means that it could meet even one day. So say if you have one day to focus on showing up on time, that's still part of a schedule. That means that you're consistently showing up for that one day. People can expect you there. You can build around that throughout the rest of the week. So say if you invest 2 days for the week that you want to focus on, like say Thursday and Tuesday and Thursday, you want to make your days a stream, be consistent with those 2 days, and then if you want to stream extra throughout the week, then do so. But at least people know to expect you for those 2 days. You don't have to put more pressure on yourself to stream more if it's not something that you're comfortable with right now, because it's going to end up being unhealthy again. You don't want to guilt yourself into streaming to the point in which it doesn't feel fun to stream because you're like, I have to hit my scheduled day for the day.
Exactly.
It doesn't feel good. So start off slow, move your way into streaming naturally, and make sure you can make a day and you don't skip that day. If you start to skip the Wednesday, the one day of the week you said you're going to stream, then it ends up, putting things off kilter for you again, because you're not really sticking to one consistent, time. And that makes it harder for the viewers when you're going to be showing up, so they don't really know when to come in. People really expect people to just drop things at a dime and come to the stream. They don't know when it's happening, and then they also can't expect it to show up on time. So it's the same as anything else. Like if you have a business or say if you were having a restaurant open up and your hours change every week, and no one knows when it's going to be open, it's gonna fail. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be streaming to random people that may happen across your stream, but you're not gonna have a consistent viewership at all.
Because we as viewers, we do plan things around streams sometimes. Like if someone tells me that they're going to be having a special event on Friday, I'm more likely to put that into my schedule. Like, okay, well, from 5 to 4, I'm gonna stop by and say hi. But if I don't know it's even happening, and it happens and it's at a different time and it's late, I mean, I can't really be mad at anyone for not showing up if I don't even show up on time myself.
You know how I look at it? I look at it like TV. Do we all have TV shows that we watch every week and usually watch it around that same time every week? Are you always watching Westworld on Sundays at 9 p.m. on HBO? Because it's coming on every Sunday at 9 p.m. on HBO. That's what your viewers want to do as well. They want to know when you're going to be live. So
imagine if Game of Thrones just didn't show up.
Exactly. They're just like, oh, we're not going to stream this Sunday. We'll go on Tuesday. All right. Yeah. It wouldn't happen. They would lose all their viewership. Me personally, I used to actually stream 3 days during the week and at least 1 to 2 days always, most times, both days, on weekends. And I pull back. And I only have 3 scheduled days. Now, lots of times I add on extra days if I can. I could be depending on work, depending on if I want to spend some time with the missus or so on. But you have to have that balance. And once you find your balance, everything will become much more easier. Afro says he's seen that in the DJ world where guys quit their job to do it full time. For most, it doesn't work. And I know a few of Chris, that just sucks right there. That the stress got to him, Afro. That really sucks. Game Dragon says a wise person once said, "Fake it till you make it." It went up. I like to think it referred to a job they hated. Have you all talked about the Uber stream yet? Do you mean YouTube? Streaming on YouTube? Is that what you mean?
But I didn't see that. Where is that at?
It just came in.
Oh. I saw Cereza asked, is there anything recommended to show your schedule to stream to viewers?
Oh, hold on.
I know that there's a few things.
I'll go to my channel, which it's probably
there's a nice widget and you can add to your channel with your streaming schedule that's directly built into the extensions.
So you see this right here? Let me zoom in if I can. Click this off. There you go. Where'd it go? Right here. This is a nice widget from Streamlabs where you could put your schedule. And I put exactly when I go on every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, a lot of times, like I said, I stream outside of those hours and I add extra, hours. Like I may go early than 5, but you know that by 5 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to be there. And it has a lovely countdown on it. Look for the Streamlabs stream schedule and countdown widget in your extensions manager right there on Twitch. You got it right to your panels and it'll show right up.
And that's another thing as well. Like, when you're scheduling the time for your streams, schedule for stuff that you can actually make.
Use your panels.
You're better off scheduling this for a stream where you can start earlier if you want to, but the time that you start normally is consistent. Then starting for a time you can't make sure you can make, and then that might work for you sometimes and not work other times. Like if you can make a stream at 5 o'clock every time you stream, set up for 5 o'clock so that if you want to start early you can, but you know that you won't show up late to your own stream. If you start scheduling half an hour after you get off work or something like that, where something could pop up, or I see people get in that kind of rut where they're like, I never start on time. I know you got used to me starting late, blah blah blah. Well, because you're starting right after you get off work,
exactly,
or right after your kids get home, or some time where it's gonna be a lot of stuff that can pop up. Like, go for hours that actually consistently you can make without having interruptions, and then if you get done early, you can start earlier if you want to and surprise your viewers. Compared to sorry guys, I gotta miss stream again for an hour and a half. I'll be on when I can. Over time, that starts to build up. If it becomes you apologizing more than you actually go live, or you apologizing more than actually showing content on your channel, or on your social media, because it's mostly just you tweeting out saying you're sorry you missed the stream.
Yep.
It's not a good look.
I did that at one point. Don't be like Dub. Let me show you not to do that. I did that at one point. When I had all those days that I was talking about before, it was very often that I'd be like, man, Wednesday come around, I got home from work, I'm tired as hell. The hell with this crap. I'm staying home watching I'm watching The Flash or something. I'm gonna sit on the couch and veg out. I ain't streaming. The hell with those viewers. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Just get something that you can actually handle and then build off of that.
Yeah, exactly. The key being that you can handle.
That you can handle.
What other people can handle may not be the same as what you can handle. When someone says oh, you're only streaming 3 days a week, well, I'm doing 5. Okay, do you want a cookie? Because
exactly.
You're not me. So what I can handle is not gonna be the same as what someone else can handle. Let somebody else tell you what you should be doing with your stream time when you have a different life than they do, different responsibilities.
I can't have a consistent schedule, but I normally at least try to reach out to my viewers whenever I can and will go online. Well, yeah, that's one reason why a lot of people just have Discords. And that's something that we're gonna get to towards the end, but what to do after you get done with your stream. But having a Discord and having social media like Twitter or Instagram, and you're constantly in contact with your viewers, telling them, hey guys, I'm not gonna be live at this day, but I promise you I'm gonna be live at this day at this time. That can go a long way. And if you let them know early in advance, you don't spring it 15 minutes ahead of time. You tell them, I don't know, 6 hours ahead of time, maybe. I don't know.
Because I understand that some of you guys have jobs where your shift schedules will change every week or so, or you don't have a consistent shift to be able to know exactly when you're gonna be necessarily stream every time. But if you get your shift, that kind of stuff, information the week before, send out information
Let them know.
for your viewers, beforehand. So say, look guys, my schedule for next week is gonna be this, and tweet it out, retweet it again middle of the week so people know. You have to kind of meet your viewers halfway. It's not gonna always be, well, I tweet this out on Sunday and that was Thursday, so you guys should have known that my schedule was changed.
Exactly.
Help them out people aren't all looking at Twitter or whatever at the same time. So if you got your schedule, it's easy to just kind of, we tweet the schedule again from Sunday on Tuesday.
Yep.
Let people get a second chance to see it again. Hit up on Discord. Keep it active. So that's the best way to kind of rotate throughout the week and get your schedule kind of known by the people that are watching it, just so it gets easier. And even despite everything we're saying right here, regardless of the consistency, everything else going on, at the end of the day, if you're just starting out, there could be days where you don't have a lot of viewers in your channel, a lot of active chat.
Yeah.
You could have a couple of viewers in there who are lurking, who aren't actually talking. And that can still mean that you may not have that kind of interaction that you want to have in chat during the stream. you still have to kind of roll with those punches. It's just kind of how it goes.
Just keep talking to yourself. Just act like you're crazy. Keep talking to yourself. Just don't answer yourself, but keep talking. You'll be fine. Trust me. I want to loop back around to when you're saying what time to stream. There are actually 2 sites that are pretty good and, you know, kind of getting a handle on like what games would be good to stream at that moment. One site that I use a lot is called twitchstrike.com, and I will post the link in chat right now. Okay. Now, I came across this site. I think I was looking at the Twitch Reddit at some point, and I don't even know who makes this site. I have no clue. But they're using the Twitch APIs to determine when is the best time and what's the best game for you to stream at that particular time. Now, if I wanted to, you know, go just look at an overall view, what games are good to stream right now? Look at what's the top 6 right here. The Always On channel or game, Mountain Blade, Elder Scrolls, Casino, Poker, and Gwent. Now, I'm not watching any of those, me personally, but you can view more and to see what are the top things that people are playing and streaming right now, okay? You think you love Twitch Strike? Exactly. And you can see a lot of people playing Rust, a lot of people playing Star Citizen. But what you're looking at on this site is how many channels are actually streaming it. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit better. There we go. You can see how many channels are actually streaming it, how many views that channel has gotten. Now, usually this is in the past hour, I believe. And then they give their own strike score. So you definitely want something with a high strike score, and it's not in the red here. So you see right here, it says top 5% of the channels have 5% of the viewers. That means, I maybe should play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel if I have that game right now, because everybody's watching that. Same thing goes with Warframe right here. 122 channels, 7,133 views with a strike score of 48, and only the top 5% of the channels that are streaming it, they only have 22% of the overall viewer base. That means you could slip in and gain some of those viewers for yourself, please. But that's not the best part. I know I sound like a car salesman right now. I don't care. That's not the best part. Was it OxyClean or what was the other one? The ShamWow or whatever. Did that guy go to jail? I think. Yeah, Slap Chop. There you go. There you go, Silence. Just Slap Chop. So right here, I already signed and already used this site, okay? So you could go to different games. Let's say I was looking for a random game like, I don't know, State of Decay. Let's say the first one, okay? I'm just gonna type that in. I could say, oh, I wanna stream State of Decay, the Year 1 Survival Edition sometime this week. I'm gonna go to that. I'm already signed in, by the way, as you can see up here. Right now, there's only 4 channels with 5 viewers in a 2 ratio. Nah, it's not that much. I can tell you personally, I streamed this game about a week, maybe 2 weeks before the new game came out, and I got a lot of viewers because these numbers were way higher. And I saw, hey, people are interested to see what the old State of Decay was like. Let me do another gameplay, or another, a full gameplay of that to show people, because I already know the game. Let me do it. And I gained a lot of followers because of that, and they're still watching me play State of Decay 2 right now. But you can add that game to an overall collection here. So if I go to my collection, you're gonna see a whole bunch of games I just have sitting there, like the Law and Dark, Grand Theft Auto, Soma. Some of these games I haven't even started yet. Mario Kart 8, Splatoon 2, Elite Dangerous. And I can go down a whole list here of games that I have added and see, what's the top one here I should be playing right now? Now it's sorting it by strike score. So right now, if I were to stream right this second, I probably should play the Law and Dark. There's 10 channels, only 147 views, but it's a strike score of 11. That means I'm probably gonna get a lot more of those new views. Now, here is the other site you can use on top of this. So take that site down and save it. Another one is called Sully-Gnome, okay?
Yeah, I've been using Sully-Gnome myself, and it's got a lot of solid analytics to it.
So much.
Definitely helpful.
If you like Excel docs and you like numbers and stuff, this is your site you wanna go to. Okay, I don't like that crap, but I still use the site. Okay.
One of the big things for me is that you have the option to actually choose like how many days.
Right.
You want to go back for like
3, 7, 14, 30, 90, 180, a whole year.
Yeah. So like if you want to see what's trending, from the past 7 days compared to like the past 14, kind of like you can make it specifically for your channel too. So,
right.
Games that you streamed recently and seeing what you might be the top of the directory in. If you would have streamed them now.
Exactly. So like if I go to my channel here, super quick, and I go to Game Picker here, it's going to look at my average viewers for the past 7 days. It's showing right now, and what games I streamed in those past 7 days. So I streamed State of Decay 2, Conan Exiles. I've been streaming a hell of a lot of Conan Exiles, people. God of War, and Earthfall. Now it's going to show me right now what's going to be my estimated position. Now, Earthfall hasn't fully come out yet, I don't believe, so that's why this is at, you know, estimated directed position of the 1. So let's not count that. But if I was playing God of War, it's saying I'm going to be at least number 12 to 13. If I was playing Conan, I'll be number 44 to 45. If I was playing, you know, State of Decay 2, I'll be number 24 or 25 in a directory. So that's a pretty good location in the overall list to be at. You want to look at these type of information. You can see, you can estimate how many followers you may actually get from it as well. All in this same interface. You could look up other people's channels. If you think one of your friends been lying about how many viewers they've been getting, you can look them up. You can look them up real easily right here. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it does apply to every stream channel. So, but it's basically a good option to see, like, if you've seen games that you've been playing more recently, and you're gonna kind of see where you would be in the directory if you streamed them right now. It'll tell you right there, like, based on your average viewership from like the last 7 days, you'll be like number 4 on the directory. You know, number 1, depending on how heavy you were doing, like, on the games. Right. What I would say is that you just have to keep in mind, like, don't go too far back, you know, when it comes looking at like Game Picker and stuff like that, because obviously if you stream the game on release day, you know, compared to, like, you know, streaming it now, right, it won't be the same average, you know, in comparison. But it is good for, say, if you stream a game pretty regularly. Like, say if I stream Dark Souls and I want to see where I would be on the directory normally based on my viewership, it would tell me kind of if I should stream Dark Souls more that week or something like that. But obviously, I'm not streaming Dark Souls coming out. Well, yeah, well, Jay does when trying to dodge Dark Souls, but obviously with the
I streamed it one time. You know, that was it. one time.
So yeah, but he did do it because of the the goals. So
yeah, I did.
But yeah, so I know Deacon said in here, how important is it to know the demographic? Like, all of your viewers might not be from the U.S. and their peak times might be different. Right. So again, that kind of comes down to knowing your audience and also knowing what time you stream. If I know I'm streaming, like, say, I'm doing morning streams, then I'm gonna probably pay attention more to the European audience and kind of like what their time zones are. When is lunch for them in comparison to, or evening or prime time for them compared to, the U.S. Because obviously, if you're streaming earlier today, you will probably get more attention from the European crowds because their prime time hours are going to be closer to, our morning and afternoons. You can see that information on the dashboard as well. You guys have to make sure you use your
look at your dashboard, people.
It's more than just affiliate payout or whatever. It's more than just your last stream.
I'm looking at this is my stream for literally today. I did a mini stream for like about 3 hours today. 68% of my viewers came from United States, 9% from the UK, 5% from Canada, and so on. You can see this is another big thing right here. You can see what they're viewing you by. Are they viewing you on the web, in the different apps, the iOS app or the Android app, or are they viewing you on console? That is something for you to know. You need to know that, because that goes back to that whole I'm going to stream at 6,000 bit rate, 1080p, 60 crap. You don't want to be, if you have a lot of your mobile viewers, you can see it right here. Well, I don't want any of my mobile viewers to be, not able to see my personal stream. But if you have, like, let's say 50% of your viewers are on mobile, that's telling you right there, I should not be streaming at those settings at all. I need to, throttle that down a little bit. So you can see where you got views from, like what different channels were hosting you and what different websites and stuff it came to. You need to look at this stuff. You can track your Twitter and those kind of things as well. Like, exactly. Twitter links, how much is that engagement coming from those places that you're actually putting in the effort and time into? Yes. Like, see if that's actually being effective. If you're getting like 1% of a click from Twitter, maybe your engagement isn't going too well with how you engage on Twitter right now. Maybe you should try adding a few pictures or adding some content or some clips in there. And this is what I'm looking for right here. Okay. You could break down all your different subs, your revenue, your highest streams on here. You can see how your viewers, where they come from the follower, like you're directly from your followers. from the browse page, that means people are actually browsing and stopped at your stream. And if you have a high percentage of this and you're not getting a lot of followers, something's wrong. Like,
yeah, you have to take a look at exactly of
what's not happening. Yeah,
what you're using for as well, for kind of like mixing in both, you know, your engagement, but also like how long people are watching, how many. And one of the big things right now for streamers, as far as things we'll talk about a bit more probably in the next episode, but when it comes to like actually talking with like developers or other people about like your viewership, like actual time viewed is becoming a lot more important than followers or viewership. Like that, the amount of time viewed is becoming a lot more crucial to getting those kind of notice from these developers or companies right now, because they want to know exactly how much, you know, how many eyeballs are on your content, how long they're watching. So that's good to know. It's definitely good to know, both on the dashboard and on Selenium, how many hours are going into your content and how many people are watching it.
There's many sites, well, not too many. It's about like 3 major ones where you can go to, and I don't know if you want to get into these yet, Denny. The sites you can go to possibly get game keys. Those sites, we may say that for the next session, but
yeah, we'll probably hold off a little bit. But there are a few different ones.
But hold on. What I was about to say was, those sites that you're going to, you know, get those game keys from, you're signing in most times with your Twitch account. That means they're going to be pulling in your data right there on there, right there on the platform.
Don't lie. Like, don't lie.
I just went to see Betty, and I can pull up anybody right now. I'm not going to put somebody on blast right this second, but if I wanted to, you can do it too. Go ahead, do it right there. Oh, well, you can do it too.
Keep in mind that a lot of people are either their previous streamers themselves, or they had the same info that we have.
Right.
So if you go to a developer or something like that, and you tell them like, oh, well, I'm getting like, you know, I'm averaging like this amount of views per stream, and like they're gonna go search your name right now.
Exactly.
Same way you are here, and they're gonna see that you're lying, and then you basically like you're burning a bridge for no reason.
Exactly.
So just being honest about what you actually do. I mean, there's no way around that, really. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, self-drag is the worst drag, exactly. please don't drag yourself.
Don't do it. Don't do yourself dirty like that.
What Seeker said, you can ask them how they found you as well. Like, these things are, you can ask your viewers too and help your engagement. Yeah, so you can definitely ask your viewership and see kind of like what's going on with them. Like is this a good time for the viewers that you do get in chat? You can still ask them too, compared to just the analytics. You can actually ask them personally.
I have something to add to that. I'm going to pull up on screen right this second. Give me 1 minute. So I actually have a form that I made, and I got this. I'm not going to say I made this idea up. I got this from another streamer. But I have a form that I have on my Discord. You go straight to my welcome channel on my Discord, and you will see this form right there. And it's feedback for Jdub. And sometimes I will even post this in my Twitch chat after a while, especially if I'm getting like a lot of followers, something like that. I will say, hey, yeah, you guys want to fill this out? You've been watching for a while, just let me know. And it says, what's your Twitch username? You can leave it blank. What do you like about my streams or my channel? What do you dislike about my streams or my channel? How do you think I can improve my streams and my channel? It's simple. 4 questions. Simple as hell. You can make it in Google Forms right this second. You can have it go directly to your email address, and you can see like real feedback from your viewers. And I have a command in my chat bot that I can post it right there. Like, hey, I would love to get your feedback every now and then. And I don't spam them with that every 5 seconds, but you know, every like 3 to 5 streams, something like that, I may drop it in there just to, you know, get some more feedback rolling, and I will change my style or what I'm doing according to that. Okay, that's all.
No, I mean that's definitely a good point, because feedback is important, and even though we do watch our own streams, those kind of things,
you need to hear
getting the voice from your viewership can be you know, really helpful. You know, say if you're playing a game and you feel like it's been doing pretty well, but you know, kind of on the fence if you want to keep kind of putting that kind of time in, or say if you've been playing a game a lot, let's say you've been playing a lot of Fortnite and you're kind of tired of it, you want to change it up. You have the opportunity to kind of like get feedback from your community when you do change, and make different choices. So it can definitely be helpful. You're not like just doing it on your own, even though it's your channel.
Exactly.
You know, if you're building the community, you want to kind of hear from those people as well.
There's that word, community.
Yeah, like it's more than just you know, one person, and also that means community means a few different things, but you know, we're gonna go into more of that later on.
Yeah.
How important is it to communicate with devs when you want to give their game prompts? I mean, that's something more like we'll probably say for next episode, Deacon, because we're focusing more on like the streaming aspect than like developers and stuff like that for this one. But I mean, you can definitely give developers props. And
at the end of the day, just drop some tweets. You know?
Yeah, like Twitter is definitely helpful in the gaming industry because you have a direct connection to, you know, both like, you know, the games you love, but also people who are running them and community managers. If you got like a game key, you know, please, like, it's not like a free games
no,
you know, dump off where you can just like get a game and then hold on it for like.
And don't go giving away that key to somebody else.
Please don't.
Don't do it. You don't understand. All these PR people and developers, they talk to each other. If somebody says, "Oh, this such and such keeps giving away keys," or "I keep giving them keys, but they don't give us any content from it," you will not get any more from a lot of other PR people. Trust me on that.
The industry is big and small at the same time. It's mostly small. So
yeah, for real. Please
don't like start burning bridges for a free game you could have paid like $40 for. You know, like it's not that serious. We'll go more into that kind of stuff later on in the next session, most likely, because there's still plenty of stuff streaming wise to get into.
Yeah.
On this end, but yeah, keep that in mind for next time. We'll be going over more of the developer side and kind of like those relationships with building a brand for the next one. But yeah, so we talked about that. Do you want to touch on moderation next year? Because we haven't gone into that too much.
Yeah, we can go over moderation. So in your different chatbots, no, you're fine, Deacon. Don't worry about it. In your different chatbots, whether it be MooBot like we're using on this particular channel, I use what used to be called AnkBot, but I use the Streamlabs chatbot. Now, yes, Streamlabs OBS has the chat like in there automatically. I get that, but I don't use Streamlabs OBS. I use OBS Studio, so that's why I use this. What are the other main ones? Stream Elements, Nightbot. There's so many different bots. You can put the different phrases in that bot. Now, I would love to show you the AnkBot one right now, but it's on my other PC, so I can't show you that right this second. But what I will show you is my actual moderation settings, okay? Let me go to my dashboard first. And what made me really use this a hell of a lot was when Denny and myself and many other people from the Cookout were on the front page back in Black History Month. And we knew, oh, there was going to be some crap that was going to go down. We knew we were going to get some trolls. So I was trying to get ahead of it. So I went over to here. I was like, how can I nip this at the bud before it even hits my chatbot? Because, you know, having a chatbot keep on posting every 5 seconds, hey, don't post a link. Hey, don't do this. Hey, don't do that. It gets very annoying, and you don't want to see your whole entire chat filled up with that. So what I like to do is go straight to Twitch. Now I have my auto mod section on level 1. I don't want it to go crazy. I don't want it to, you know, filter out every freaking thing under the sun. Just a little bit light moderation, you know what I'm saying? But then this is where it really comes into play. You see this long list right here of derogatory words right here? That's where I made this thing work for me so great. I've added every derogatory term that you could think of in different, you know, spellings of it in different ways they can enter. You know, sometimes with, you know, extra spaces in between the letters and stuff like that. Even if you don't like certain emotes, like we all kind of hate the tryhard emote, gets used a lot. I will put the emote right in there as well, how it's typed out. What's going to happen is when a person enters that information, it's not even going to hit your bot at all. It's going to hit the auto mod. They're going to get a phrase in the chat window that says, hey, the stream owner has prohibited this type of talk or whatever, and I forgot the actual total phrase, but it's like please refrain from doing it or something like that. Okay, so just use the hell out of AutoMod. I know a lot of people gave AutoMod crap when it first came out, but it actually really is pretty good. Now, right here down at the bottom, I have the checkbox for opt out of commonly blocked terms. That's mainly because I don't want it, like, you know, just automatically blocking something like if somebody says the F word or whatever, you know.
I like having more control over it because obviously
Exactly.
some of us have more mature chats, and you know we have
Exactly.
more when it comes to language and stuff like that. So you don't have to like go into like full filter mode where it blocks everything on.
You don't need to do that.
You can have more control over what you choose to have. And the more important thing about auto mod is that it won't even hit the chat.
Exactly. So that's my point.
Instead of seeing like message deleted pop up, you won't even see that.
You won't see none of that.
Show up at all.
And I remember
keep the chat clean.
Denny, you were in my chat on when I was on the homepage, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, Denny, but we didn't see we saw some stuff, but a lot of stuff didn't hit the chat because I think a lot of it was getting blocked by this. So I went and blocked a hell of a lot of emotes from different streamers that got some racist ass emotes. I'm not gonna call them out on name right now.
And then when they were doing like the KFC chicken thing,
oh god,
all that stupid stuff. Like,
that's in here too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like having that in.
Oh no, I didn't put it in here.
Like, because it just makes your chat like it keeps the chat clean, but it also makes it less distracting because obviously if the troll wants to distract.
Right.
This is why like when it comes to moderation for me, unless I just feel like having fun that day and trolling the troll. Yeah. I don't even bother. I just block and keep moving.
Exactly.
Because the more like attention you give to it, the more it feeds into them like wanting to get back into like, you know, making more accounts and coming back. They hear more chat review. They want to like those kind of people like they want to hear you talk about them on your stream. So for the most part, I just have them block or mod block and keep it moving. The more time and attention you give to the troll, like the more likely they're gonna like pop in with a different name again and try and get more reaction out of you because clearly they're distracting and taking your time away from your audience and your stream.
And one more thing I'm going to add, and this is that thing I posted in the Discord a while back, Denny. Where was it? Where did I have to add that to? Remember we were able to block the derogatory words in Streamlabs as well?
Oh yeah.
What was that in? There's a way to block derogatory words across the board for Streamlabs, and I'm trying to remember exactly which place it was. It wasn't an event list. I don't think.
Yeah, we gotta look for that because that was actually really helpful too.
Yeah, it was really helpful.
You can actually block those kind of words in your alerts as well. So
that's my point. Yeah.
Worry about people coming in with stupid, you know, words that shouldn't even with accounts that honestly Twitch shouldn't even be allowing to be accounts in the first place that are still popping up as following you. That's obviously annoying, and I wish that Twitch would do more about that. But there are ways to block it in the alert system as well with Streamlabs.
Yeah, we might have.
Exactly what it is right now. But
you keep on talking. I'm gonna look for it real quick. Okay.
But yeah, so there's definitely some keys there, and another, you know, just some really good helpful stuff. Shout outs to like Thumbstick Mafia and Seeker and those folks too.
Yeah.
They did an entire month in March about moderation and knowing, you know, how to choose good mods and stuff like that. You know, and moderators are important as well for your stream as it grows. I feel like obviously, you know, if you're just starting out, you don't necessarily have as much need for heavy moderation beyond just like, you know, a bot or two, because it's not really necessary as much for you starting out early on with, you know, a handful of you know, chatters. But you can definitely look out for consistency when it comes to, you know, new viewership or new chatting folks to come in and they're like trying to get into it. But definitely, you know, keep in mind that when you start to choose a moderator, look who's been around, who's actually engaging in chat, who kind of, you know, has a feel for your stream and kind of what you allow on your stream compared to someone else's. Those kind of things are really important when it comes to finding a moderator. But that's something you have to kind of lean more into once you start getting more consistent with streaming and you have a decent, you know, viewership as far as people actually talking and chatting that you want to moderate. If it's just like, you know, you and like two people, it's not going to be as heavy a need for you're going to need like 4 moderators in a stream where you're only averaging like 6 people.
Exactly.
That's just overkill.
Foxy just posted where it was. Okay. Here it is. Okay, yeah. So go to sign in the Streamlabs. This is what your first page you're going to see right here. Go donation settings on the left hand side. You're going to see all your stuff set up here. Go down here. Where is it? Go to settings and scroll all the way to the bottom. custom bad words, okay? Right there, I put the same exact phrases that I have in AutoMod. Right here. You have to put spaces in between the words, okay? The reason you want to do this is because, like Denny said earlier, you will have people create either usernames or you know, donate, I don't know, 10 cents just to call you the N-word or whatever else it may be under the sun. I don't know. But you want to block that. I was getting a lot of crap for a good month or two, especially after the front page with people, you know, let's just say it was racial stuff. It was things against women. It was a whole bunch of things in there. Can you do quotes for the spaced out words? No, I would probably put the words that are, you know, the most derogatory in there and just put them in there. Like it's going to filter out that one word. Like it's going to see, like, in that phrase, if it catches that one word, that alert is not coming through. Okay.
Yeah.
So just do it that way. Thank you, Foxy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know.
Totally forgot. I was looking at the Discord trying to find where I posted it.
It's also good to have mods that float around different time zones, but that depends on your stream as well, though. Like, when are you streaming? So your mods and everything else, and it's going to be you are the center there. So if you are streaming different times in different time zones and stuff like that, then yes, it's gonna mean having different time zones involved. So me, you know, usually streaming late, most of the moderators I had in my stream were usually like West Coast because they were early in the day.
Exactly.
So it wasn't really necessarily late for them, as say someone on the East Coast who's streaming later or sleeping later than I am. So those kind of things do matter.
Yeah.
As well.
So
keep that in mind.
One thing, this is me personally, I don't know if you agree with this or not, Denny. You can have moderators that are streamers as well, but you also got to keep in mind that a lot of times they're probably gonna be streaming the same time you are.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying don't make other streamers moderators. Like Denny's a mod in my chat, but also look for people who are your regulars, who support you, who have been there for a long time. Not that somebody's been there for 2 weeks. Like somebody's been there for a while.
That's really important just because they know kind of like how your stream works.
Yeah.
So they know the commands. They know kind of, you know, what the feel for your stream is. They know what you take seriously, what you don't take seriously. You know, and that's definitely really big when it comes to, like, you know, how you joke with other people, or, you know, what you tolerate, what you don't tolerate,
right,
in your stream, compared to, like, you know, that's why we kind of like leaned away from doing like a team moderation thing for the cookout, because I didn't want to be in a situation where people are being sent to mod for channels they don't even watch.
Exactly.
And, you know, people are getting timed out for stuff that like normally would fly in the stream, stuff like that. It's just, that's too much work. So make sure that, you know, just as personal as your stream is, make sure your moderators have some idea kind of like what you allow in your stream, and have those talks. Like, have a talk with mods.
Yeah.
Don't just, like, you know, always assume everything. You know, sometimes it's good to have a little chit chat.
In your Discord, have a mod section. Talk to them privately and get them on board with things that you will and will not stand for, so they know ahead of time, and, you know, they can nip things in the bud before you even have to say something. Because the last thing you want to do is be in the middle of playing the game and be like, hey, can one of my mods please ban that person? One of my mods please unban that, or say whatever. You don't want to like do that. You want a mod that just does it automatically.
And you also want to make sure that you're not just, you know, that you're not modding people for their like status either. Because one thing that will happen is I noticed that like a lot of like larger streamers, or say if like Xmirror or somebody pops in, you don't want to like mod her in every stream that she pops up in because she's Xmirror, and people are expecting her to do mod stuff. Like, make sure that you set boundaries as well.
Right.
You know, with the streams, because obviously, you know, when you have like people getting swords, like the chat doesn't know who's going to be a mod, or just who's got a mod title for the sake of having a mod title. You know, and that can be confusing. You know, if say if like Mira pops up as the only mod, you know, in your stream, and she's not even normally modding.
Look what Mira just posted. I've been modding people's stream and I'd be lost as hell. I know the feeling.
Yeah, like they have that like that feeling, like, because like you guys are cool, like they should put the mod sword on you. but that's actually like something that you shouldn't do. Like I know that a lot of people, especially if you're newer to streaming, like you just would be handing out the sword because like they're your buddies and everything. Like,
Nah.
but that can be really confusing to the viewers and to your community, because if someone pops in and they're just there to watch just like anybody else, and you never had a conversation with them about modding, it's awkward if they pop up one day and they have a sword and they're like, okay, I didn't ask for that. But then it's time to actually mod. Something actually happens in the channel, and the people are like, oh, well, I see mirrors. I not even timing out these people. It's like, you never asked for it. So like, don't put people in that kind of situation where they're forced to like make it like they're feeling awkward because they have a mod power in the channel that they never asked for, and then something goes down and then they have to worry about it. You know, it's not a good one to be in that situation. So keep in mind that like moderators, ask them to be mods, please. Like, don't just like start handing out swords and then not talking to people. Communication's key. I know it's easy to just like, you know, say, oh, okay, hey, pop it on there and then it's good to go. Well, so-and-so's mod my channel, but that's not the way to do it. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna end up causing some communication issues. I see Amira saying like an emergency mod something on the fly, but I can't guarantee I'm almost gonna be there. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay, like if you need some emergency help, or say if like you have a flood of trolls coming in and you're feeling overwhelmed, then you mod someone temporarily. That's totally okay.
Right.
Because, you know, obviously it's not, you know, everyday thing. But when it's like you just see somebody in your chat one day, you're like, you know, I'm gonna mod you. But you didn't let them know. Like, that's a lot.
Don't feel like you can't review your mods ever so often. Like, like every couple months, you might want to like look over your mods and see who's actually been showing up, who's actually been doing things for you to help out, or who's just been there collecting the sword. And if you have to remove somebody, you're just gonna have to remove somebody. Now, don't just do it and not tell them. At least hit them up and see if something's been going on in their life that they can't be around that much. So like, give them that benefit of the doubt first. But if they
show some compassion of some kind,
something, you know, don't just remove it, like, and have them show up like, where the hell is my sword at? You don't want that.
Then it becomes a bigger, like, you know, dramatic thing because you didn't actually talk to them beforehand.
Exactly.
And they're like whispering people like, oh, so you see someone so valid in my sword now, and don't they can all be avoided.
If you want to, going back to that whole idea with the form, how we made that, or how I made that for feedback in Google Docs as well. You can make a nice document in Google Docs, list out all your do's and don'ts, list out all your commands, list out everything that you want your mods to know, and have that be like their cheat sheet. Have that pinned to your moderation channel in Discord, and when they become a mod, give them that, like, hey, here's all the information you need to know about my channel and what I will and won't stand for. Are you still okay with taking on this role? And they may not be. They may think it's too much work. You never know. People are very different from each other. But you could have that all set to go and make life a lot easier instead of trying to, you know, piecemeal it and tell them, you know, this thing one day and tell them another thing the next day and so on and so on.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful. Like, just keep in mind, like, if you're going to be a streamer, get used to having communication with people in general, like both your viewers and with your mods. Because at the end of the day, this has been tougher for me, despite, like, you know, obviously me being community manager for this group, I wasn't always this way. Like, it took me time to open up a bit more as far as like having conversations with people that I don't know. Like,
he ain't talk to me, y'all. He ain't talk to me. He ain't like me.
So it's not gonna be the same thing for like everybody, you know. Like, it's not gonna be the same level of conversation, you know. But like when I first started out, I was like, "Why are you in my DMs? Like, who are you? Or, like, why are you in my like people were like wanting to have general, because Discord wasn't always a thing.
Nah.
So like, you know, people wanted to have like a conversation, like actually talk to you about something about stream or whatever. That doesn't mean like, you know, of course, telling your whole personal life and all like that. Obviously, safety is important. But I'm just saying that like you can't like be standoffish to like having conversations with your actual viewership, because obviously you're on the internet and you're doing streaming stuff.
Exactly.
So like get used to like building up some kind of communication skills with both like your mods, you know, talking to people outside of stream, talking to the developers, or, you know, with, you know, gaming you know, companies and stuff like that. Like, there's gonna be conversation, there's gonna be actual talks there. So if you plan on doing things outside of stream and wanting to build connections and career stuff, it's gonna involve you actually having to speak.
Yeah.
You know? So there's no way around that. Unfortunately, I know some people are like, "Well, I wish I could just do this." So like, it's not the kind of feel.
Doesn't work that way.
I mean, you're in front of a camera, you're talking to people. Then people want some of that as well when it comes to being off the camera. Like, if you want to get some business done, you have to actually have conversation with people.
Have we pretty much just bounced around, touching on stream etiquette, healthy streaming, and mental health. Like that, we have a checklist, everybody, but we pretty much just bounced around most of those.
I would say we can focus on the stream etiquette portion, kind of like the do's and don'ts.
Oh,
like
yes,
severe do's and don'ts, because that's gonna be pretty much.
This is gonna be good.
The meat there for the night, so we can focus on that, and then we go into Q&A. I think we'll be fine.
Let's do that. If anyone
else wants to show off their stream or something like that, we can do that too.
Okay.
So, because we pretty much covered like the dashboard, all the other stuff here. I'm looking at. So, yeah, that should work out pretty well.
Go ahead and start off, Mr. Denny.
Well, of course. So stream etiquette, and I think we did. Well, I did have the article from Tanya. I'll pull it up in a minute here. But some of the basic stuff for stream etiquette, and obviously some folks might feel a different way about how things work in their stream. So I'm not gonna say everyone. But some of the basic stuff, obviously, the first thing for me is going to go with self-promotion.
Post a link from Tanya in there, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that here in a minute.
Okay.
You go to the resources section for it. So we have a nice link from Cypher, who had put together a nice list of streaming etiquette tools and tips for streaming both as a viewer and a streamer, and going to other people's channels as well in streaming, and talking about your stream, that kind of stuff. But pretty much the golden rule of streaming is, unless it's a comfortable feeling in someone's stream when they've already let you know and they're aware of how their stream works, do not go into someone else's stream and start promoting yourself. I know some people are like, "Oh, well, my stream, I don't care." Oh, that's fine. Let that be known in your stream. But on average, in most streams here on Twitch.tv, if you go into someone else's stream, plug in your stream, you're getting timed out or banned.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's no well, I didn't know. Well, now you know.
Listen,
because
I'm a real easygoing guy, if you guys can't tell right now. But that is probably the top pet peeve I have when it comes to streaming. Somebody hopping in my chat, and you may not even be doing it intentionally, 100%. You may be saying, "Yeah, I'm about to go. You're in your stream for a while." I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta go. Start my stream in a bit." Like, what the hell did you need? Why did you need to say that in my chat that you're about to go start your stream? Why would you do that? And I had this example that I said to somebody a while ago, that it would be like, let's say the late night talk shows. What if this Jimmy Kimmel just walked over to Jimmy Fallon's set and was like, "Hey everybody, how you doing? By the way, my show's starting in about 5 minutes over here on ABC. Come check me out," and just walked away. Does that make any goddamn sense? No, it doesn't. So don't do it, people. Stop doing it right now. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I had to get that rant out the way.
No, I mean,
it's personal, man.
A lot of newer streamers. So I understand the need. I understand the push. You're seeing your friends stream, and you're just starting out, and all your friends are on each other's streams, and they're not showing the love to your stream yet. And you're just starting out, and you want to let people know you're streaming, and you have that urge. If you want to hop in someone's stream and tell them about, your stream happening, and a lot of you guys are same circles. A lot of you guys have the same friends, the same stream circles that you're in now. So you want to get into sharing information. Now, what I'm going to say is that obviously, if someone in their community or their stream, they're okay with advertising, or say if you guys are closer and they're okay with because they say it's okay, that's fine. But you can't assume that for every stream you go into.
Exactly.
Especially if you're not a regular or you're not someone that they know. Going in and talking about, I was playing Batman 2 the other day. And just this part of the stream, this part of the game you're playing right now, I was playing on my stream yesterday.
I was streaming this on Tuesday. So what?
I gotta go eat dinner, but first, we gotta get ready for my stream, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. People will try every sly, slick way to promote their stream.
It happens a hell of a lot in my stream, and I don't know if any of those people are in the chat right now, but don't think I don't notice. All right? Don't think any streamer does not notice that crap. They are secretly in the back, they're putting on a nice smiley face for you while they're streaming, but in the back of their mind, they want to slap the shit out of you. I'm just gonna keep it real with you,
Like that's a big thing. And like, how do you broaden your circle? Like, watch other streamers, hang out in their chats, use the Discord. We here in the Cookout have a Discord for
actually
people
get to know people.
So like when it comes like, so here's the big thing, guys, that I want to make sure that we kind of like focus on. Like, there's no shortcut to being successful on Twitch or streaming or in general. All right, just like anything else, you have to put in time and work and effort into making those connections and building up your stream.
If that was the case, we would both be partnered right now.
Yeah, like there's no bouncing around. I'm like, okay, well, I hosted you this one time, so that means you should host me back, follow for follow. Let me pop in here and like, you know, get like, it doesn't work that way. Okay, like it's not how things work. You have to build natural connections with people. You know, play games with people like that you see streaming as well. Say, hey, you know what? I really like what you've been doing with your stream. Maybe we should collab sometime, and you know, maybe we can play games together, or maybe play something off stream. Have conversations in the Discord or with people on Twitter or whatever, just to kind of get those kind of conversations going.
Ask about their life.
Yeah, like not all discussion has to happen in the Twitch stream. Like, it doesn't have to happen in Twitch chat either. Like, take time out to actually talk to people and communicate. Not just I hosted you, so you should be showing me love back. Or,
you know what?
I hit you with that raid, so
I actually posted about this on Twitter the other day. I put out a tweet basically saying, you know, how I'm tired of this happening a lot, and it's just something like I've noticed. Like, let's say the past 6 months to a year, I was just like, a lot of people that I know that have come into my chat, and they may have thrown me a host like you just said, or they may even drop a sub, or they may, you know, do a couple raids for 1 week thinking I'm going to come back to their stream the next day and like raid them with my followers. Yes, I may do that if, you know, we've actually talked and we've got to know each other a little bit, but 9 times out of 10, streamers are not going to do that. They're just not, unless you know them.
You don't even know if they're on the same time frame.
Exactly.
Like, they may not be streaming the same time to even be able to raid you or host you right away, or those kind of things. Like, it's not going to always happen naturally.
And it's really blatant when you do it. Like, you don't think it's not blatant. Like, it's obvious. Like, you keep on coming back, and you only come back to the chat for like 5 minutes to hit a host, and you're gone for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, like when it's totally okay with, obviously, like someone will stream late, or say if you got work or something like that, or you got like dinner to go to. But like, obviously, if you're dropping like a host every time and then you're going 2 minutes later,
never
or
talking.
You say hi in chat, you know, you say what's up, and then you get the shout out, and then you're gone. Like, those things add up, because you're just doing drive-bys, basically. You're not actually getting to know someone or their community. You're basically just bouncing around, hoping to get as much traction as possible on other people's streams, and that adds up, and word spreads quick.
Yeah,
because obviously we're all streamers here. If you start doing that to my friends, I'm gonna tell other people I'm not messing with you. You know, hey, you know what? Him over here, he's doing some funny stuff right now. So I'm just letting you know.
And when you're actually streaming, and when you get done streaming, you throw like that after stream host. A good rule is to actually maybe stay in that chat for at least 15 minutes. And now it would be great if you could do much longer. You actually talk to the chat and stay there. But I know, like, if you're like me, you're streaming till late at night, and you got to get up and go to work. But at least just spend 15 minutes, you know, put the chat up on the other screen while you're like doing your after stream stuff. You know, maybe you're making a VOD highlight of your most recent stream or something like that. But, you know, you can have the other chat up and, you know, pop in every 5 seconds like, hey, yeah, I'm doing this. How you enjoying this game? Hey, how you doing, everybody in the chat? You know, actually talk to people and get to know them. And instead of just, okay, here's my after stream host and I'm gone.
You say, so Simon said it. I like to add that don't always think that it's a drive-by either. Sometimes lurk is real for some, but the thing is that, like, but silence though. Like, so understand that, like, I can see a lurk if you come in and you host with one viewer, you know, and then you disappear or whatever. Like, I understand, like, you just came to show some love, you the sport. If you come in and you, like, you know, you drop the host and then you're out, you know, and it's happening like back-to-back days, and then not at all. Well, I mean, like, me and J-Dub, you know, I've been watching Twitch probably since, like, what, like 2011, 2010?
Yeah.
And I've been on Twitch for a long time. So I've watched people come and go. And usually when someone's on the rise, the way that people come to their stream and like they come with the host or raid, whatever, like compared to like when they're just doing their own thing, is always the same. Like they come in the same exact way, and it's not changed over the past 5 years or so. It's been like the same exact activity. If someone's close to getting partnership, or they're like around the cusp, getting close to that level, some folks that you haven't seen in months will pop up, just like coming in with like the craziness, and then you won't see them after the partnership either.
Exactly.
It doesn't work. Like it happens every time. I've seen some people like who hit that level between partnership and toasted and gotten over it, got partnered, and then the same folks who were popping on their dick and stuff earlier on are gone. Why? Because they were trying to ride that train up, and when they saw it wasn't working, they bounced back out.
Exactly.
And it just happens. And that doesn't mean that necessarily, everyone's bad or cruel intentions, but I'm not gonna give you guys like a super clean streaming one-on-one session right now.
We're not gonna sugarcoat it.
I'm gonna give you guys the realness right now, okay? Like people out here, so many people will use you if you let them.
A lot. Some
folks will give you they'll sell you a story that's not actually the truth. And some people will they want the clout, man. That's all it is.
I've heard some very, very bad things from people who have, let's just say, been done wrong by other people. And I'm not just talking about partnered streamers, I'm talking about any streamer. Like I've heard a lot of things, and yes, like Denny just said, people will use the hell out of you to get ahead. It's a cutthroat world at the end of the day. That's why you see a lot of different people jumping ship, maybe going to Mixer or Facebook or whatever, because they're trying to get ahead of the pack. That's what it comes down to. Go ahead, Denny.
It's competitive, and that's why it's not necessarily in a situation where you're doing this for a career, but some folks, they are trying to make this into something bigger, and they're willing to go that extra step. That's not something that you would do, or that you have that you might have more integrity than some people out here that don't.
Yeah.
And you can't necessarily assume that everyone's going to be at the same level that you are when it comes to that. Some folks will definitely use whatever tool they can get. I've seen folks use charity donations for other stuff. I've seen folks fund, stuff saying that their cat was sick and stuff like that, and then using that money to go on a trip to the Bahamas and shit like that. People do all kind of crazy stuff with the money.
Mira says she watches it on YouTube, people befriending folks to grow. Hell yeah. It's just a different site, but same shit, different place.
So you have to be careful out here of how people use both funds, connections. If people will one big red flag for me is if people never want to do chat with you or play with you off stream, but they always want to show up when you're streaming.
Yeah.
That's a big flag for me. If we can't hang out or just have a conversation or play games without it being on stream, then I'm starting to think, okay, well, what are you actually here for?
You're using me for content.
Yeah, you're not actually genuine with our conversations, because they're basically just only cool with me when we're actually online.
Yeah.
And that's one of those situations where I'm okay, well, I see where we are now at this point.
Yeah. I got a couple people like that right now that hit me up hey, you want to play this? And I'm like, are you streaming it? Yeah. Okay. I didn't feel like being on right now, but I guess so. You're kind of forced into doing it because they're your friend.
Yeah, you gotta keep in mind how, people's energy, but also the give and take is happening. Obviously obviously you can be real with yourself. You can be real about networking. Obviously, if someone has a community, you have a community, you guys can collab on something to expect some kind of growth over time with those communities collaborating. But it shouldn't be a situation where you feel like you're being sapped or drained by someone else because they're latching on to you for content. You guys should be able to have fun and do stuff outside of just streaming. If there's no balance to your life outside the stream, and people are trying to force you to things that you're not comfortable with on stream, it's never gonna work out.
And I just want to circle back. Deacon said, could we say a lot of folks need to take a damn marketing class for streamers because it's different from other forms of media because it's instant? Well, that's why we're having this class right now. But you're 100% correct. A lot of people don't understand how to truly market themselves out there. And that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to, let people know how to do certain things and what not to do. But speaking of that,
article again in chat.
Keep going down that list, Denny, if you want.
Yeah, I'll post it in the chat again so you guys can follow along if you want to. But yes, that is definitely a big one. Some of the other ones in here, like backseating, for example, which I see a lot of people doing, even other streamers do on other people's channels. Please do not backseat other streamers unless they say it's okay.
And we're not just talking about games. If you're backseating about how to run their damn stream, don't do that either.
Don't pop in the stream like, yo, I see that you're streaming in 720p right now. Why aren't you streaming in 1080 60? Why is your stream quality not as good as it should be right now? Let me help you out. Why they're live on stream? Those kind of things are rude. If you want somebody out, then
don't do it.
DM them or something like that. If you really think there's something you want to stream, and say if the stream itself is an audio issue or like the game is too loud, like let them know, you know, that that's a problem. But don't come in like kicking the door down.
Hey man,
this is trash.
Why the hell you not doing 1080 60, son? You can do this with your computer. Come on. No, don't do that.
Trashed right now.
Listen,
what is the stream?
If there is a problem going on with their stream, number one, don't put it in the damn chat. Don't. Send them a whisper. They're going to see it in their chat, but it's just you and them. Be like, hey, dude, you might want to turn up your game volume a little bit. Do that. Or, hey, man, your green screen is peaking over in the top corner. You might want to fix that. Let them know that in a whisper. You don't have to put them on Front Street in the chat for everybody else to be like, ha 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 ha, his green screen's messed up or something like that. But you don't come off obnoxious either. But if you truly have some other, feedback like Denny was saying, you can also send it after the stream. It's not like urgent right that second. Send it to him on a DM on Discord or something like that. Like, hey, I was watching your stream. I just want to offer some advice. Maybe you should do this. And if you come off nice and respectful and not arrogant, acting like you know everything, everything's gonna be, great between you two.
Yeah, because we're all still learning and we're all changing things with our streams constantly. Even someone like me or Jada, like we learn new things.
We're not
day.
perfect.
Like, I find new stuff. Like people are doing Bliss brought in that bot command before. Like I didn't know anything about that, but like we learn new stuff constantly. And that's one big thing too when it comes to streaming. Don't become stagnant. Like things change constantly, especially when it comes to like both like the bots. You can look at Streamlabs. Like look how much has changed with Streamlabs in the last 6 months. Like between the chat bot, OBS, all this stuff going on, things were completely different a year ago. So you have to be open-minded to change and how things change. Everything won't be the same forever. But obviously, like running into somebody's stream and the first thing coming out of your mouth is like, "Whoa, why is the stream like this?" Or like blah blah blah. Like and they know you.
Hold on one second.
That's just messed up.
Courtney, I see what you're saying. Like, you see, I had no idea about that. I just asked people in my chat how it sounds. Usually they will just say that the music's a little loud. That's fine if you're asking for it.
You're asking it.
You're the streamer. You're asking. Trust me, I say the same crap all the time. I'm like, hey guys, is the volume good? Is it too loud, too low? I say it every single stream to make sure. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about people who come in and are kicking in the door saying, hey, you're doing this wrong. You need to do this. You are wrong. You are stupid.
They're telling you about your stream without you asking about your stream.
You didn't ask them for that information.
Yeah. And welcome, Busher. I'm glad you're getting some insight from the stream. But yes, so that's the main important thing. It's just like, don't assume that everyone wants your supposed advice without them asking for the advice, especially if it's things that are really nitpicky or like stuff that they have a reason for why they're not doing it. I had folks who come in my stream before when I was still early out, and they're like, "Well, I see you're not using this or that right now," and I'm like, "Do you have the money to buy that for me, or
exactly?
Do you want to give me the funds? Because here's my
I say that shit all the time. Like, hey, there's a nice tip link
right here.
You think the graphics look crap? All right, there's a tip link right there. You can fund me a nice GTX 1080. I'll take it. Come on."
Because those types will tell you like, well, it's not even that expensive if you just go this here and this is on sale. So again, since you're not in my pockets, you know what I can afford right now.
Right.
You don't give me that money for it.
You don't know my life like. I want to add on one thing about always seeking out new information. Me personally, I don't talk a lot on the Twitch Reddit, but I do take in a lot of information and find out about new things on there. And I will also say this with a caveat that not everybody knows what the hell they're talking about on the Twitch Reddit. Okay, there's a lot of false information running rampant on it.
Please, like, take it with a grain of salt.
But it's a good place just to see what people are talking about. If you don't already have the link, I would think it's pretty easy, but there it is in the chat right there. But go through this. Look at what's been the top, post for like the last week, and just go through it and see what people are talking about, what new things are happening. Honestly, I think this is where I found out about that Twitch strike site that I showed earlier in the stream.
Yeah.
This is exactly where I found out about it. And it was like only maybe 20 people at the time knew about it. And it just blew up from there.
And we post stuff from Reddit and stuff like that too, and I drop it in Discord. So obviously, I know you guys follow the Discord, but I don't necessarily put everything in there. So if you want to see more detail about some of the stuff going on with Twitch or what people are talking about in general, that's the way to get in there and see at least kind of what's trending, what's being talked about, new tips, and like stuff like the for clips. Like people are having issues with the clips working properly or being able to save their own clips.
Right.
And eventually Twitch added a download button for it, but it wasn't working properly for everyone, so they had fixes around that on the Reddit. So that kind of stuff you can keep an eye out for.
Faye says, is it still rude if you're less pushy, but more like, hey, I don't know if you know, but I can't hear you over the game?
Those kind of things I don't mind if you say
that's fine
in the stream, because that at least lets me know live, especially for low latency and all that stuff.
But you could still say that in a whisper if you wanted to.
Yeah, like that's I feel like that's fine either way, especially if the chat is dead and you may be the only one who's actually chatting.
But that's not even the reason why I say that, though.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about necessarily. It's more like when people are giving you, they're telling you stuff that is more of a opinion or like. Oh
no, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I mean at all.
Options as well. Go ahead. I'm let you.
What I'm saying is, like, when you send a person a whisper, I don't know if all you guys use the Twitch pop-out chat, and I don't know how it is in all the different chat bots, but it highlights that particular message, so it kind of calls attention to it for the streamer in the midst of, if they have a lot of chat, in the midst of the sea of chat in that chat wall right there. You can see, oh wait, my volume's down. Hold on, I can see this. Let me turn it down right now. That's the only reason why I say that.
Yeah, that's totally helpful. I'm just saying, like for when people have like a slower chat.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, if you see you're the only one who's probably in the chat, like definitely speak up compared to like not saying anything, and then they're like on mute for like 20 minutes because no one said anything about their volume. Like that's definitely, you can be helpful. There's nothing wrong with being helpful. It's just that if you're gonna be arrogant about like what you're telling people, then that's where it comes off. Because unfortunately, that does happen.
Exactly what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah,
Ming just did it.
Your sound is trash.
No, I'm saying because she added me and it showed right there in red. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But it does the same thing for whispers.
Or people will speak in they'll speak in like third person to you.
Yeah.
Like does he know that blah blah blah? Like I'm right here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I can read.
Like that kind of like those kind of things are like you can talk to people still or whisper and all those kind of things, but just don't be rude or condescending about it. And I see that happen a lot, especially with female streamers. Like I see like guys coming to their stream and like try and like talk technical jarbo and garbage to them, about their streams, or well, you could be doing this and blah blah blah, like just like swinging their internet dick around.
Right.
Like you don't have to take that from people. You're supposed to
find them out instantly.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't have to take any of that from people, especially when it comes to like PC settings and stuff like that. People love to like throw their PC, settings in the chat, and well, I was able to do this with this kind of spec, and you should be able to do this too, and blah blah blah. Like you don't have to follow any of that. I'm just saying, like it adds up and it becomes a distraction every time in chat. I see it happen every time. People they go with like full PC specs and well, I was able to use my AMD and blah blah blah. So you must be just incompetent with your like. Okay, bro, like get on my stream. Like get out my chat.
Listen, any
person argue that stuff on Reddit.
Any streamer does not like any streamer on this platform or any platform. They don't know everything under the sun, and their situation is not exactly how yours is. That's just not the case. They can offer you advice in a nice way, but they can't be arrogant thinking they know everything under the sun. It's just not possible. They're not God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They're not. They didn't invent the software. They didn't make the hardware. They're a simple user just like yourself. So don't let that crap happen. Let's keep going down the list though.
Yeah. So most of these we kind of covered a few of these already.
Yeah.
But basic info, yeah, your titles. I know some of you guys love to get cute with the titles and everything. That's totally fine. You know, as far as like being the streamer, try and make sure that you have your obviously accurate game. Use your community tags. You know, if you have communities that you want to join, obviously the Cookout is one that you guys can check out. But say if you have like you're playing a horror game, you can put the horror community in there. And I follow the horror community pretty heavily, so I will check that and see who's actually streaming on the tag sometimes. You know, use your tools there to help you out. Even though people don't necessarily check for communities as much as, you know, some of the other directory stuff, it does actually help sometimes. A few other things on here, of course, you know, read the broadcaster's rules. The rules aren't there for a reason, and a lot of times they pop up the first time you come in the chat.
Yeah.
And they also pop up. People have them on their actual, you know, Twitch, you know, listing, which I'm gonna be doing as well. Me adding the panel for that inside the actual Twitch, you know, panel list. People on this channel too. But those are pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, don't try and argue with somebody over their own rules.
No.
Well, your rules state that, okay, bro, you're out.
Then you need to get the hell out.
If someone starts arguing with me over my own rules, dog, you're out of here. I don't have time for that. Like, you can argue in your own time. But
hold on one second. Ming is saying, how do you feel about hashtags? Is it not excessive? Sorry if that's been answered. Hashtags in what? In the Twitch title? Because in the Twitch title, it doesn't matter. There's no need for that.
There's no real need for a hashtag.
And when it comes to when you're putting out a going live tweet,
yeah, let's talk about that after.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, go ahead.
For me, pretty much the end of this here will be the social media
stuff.
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
But yeah, we'll talk to that in a minute here. So basically, as far as etiquette goes, don't go on about chat being dead. This is another big one. So obviously, if we're streaming, we know that chat isn't moving. So don't come in saying, "Wow, it's dry in here." So like, man, where's everybody? Like, don't do that to a streamer, please. And if you're, you know, obviously, you know, we want to keep our chat active and people want to be able to engage with chat, but it's not always going to be that way. You know, depending on what's going on, there be all kind of factors. One thing I want to tell you guys as well, because obviously we all have those days where chat is not moving as quickly as usual. Or if you're just starting out and you don't have the kind of interactive chat yet, I understand. Keep in mind that like it's not always you. It's not your fault that like, you know, stream is dead or there's not as much chat interaction. People are human beings. They have their own reasons for doing things. They may not be on Twitch that day. There's so many factors that go into streaming that there's no point of beating yourself up over people not showing up every day on your stream. You may have a fantastic turnout. You may have like, you know, a ton of people in your stream for one game and people are not showing up for the next game. You're like, what did I do wrong? It's not always your fault or your problem. Sometimes it's just Twitch. It's just people being people. You can't like, that's one thing that makes it really hard for making streaming a career is that when you have to count on people for your income, and like the amount of people who are subscribing to you, those kind of things, it puts a lot more weight and pressure on you to make those numbers happen. Where and honestly, like making people into numbers is a really scary thing to me. I feel like I can't do that for my community. But at the same time, be realistic with what's happening. Like I've seen people like who freaked out over their stream numbers dropping, and I'm like, bruh, like it's finals week for a lot of people. Like they're not gonna be on the stream. They're getting ready for finals and they're studying. And some people they're like, wow, well, I got this huge drop off of subscribers or followers this week or viewers. And I'm like, well, yeah, the school year just ended, and so the school year just started up again after a long summer. So folks had a lot of time during the summertime to come in and watch your stream, and now it's time to get back to business. Things happen with people. Like that's just how things are. If you start trying to like figure out what people are doing all the time, you're gonna go crazy. Honestly, like so, just focus on being consistent and talk to your chat and talk with use the feedback like Jdub said, and they'll go a long way towards figuring out what works for you. And it's a lot less stressful than trying to figure out why lightning isn't striking twice for you for a certain game when that week might have been the week that someone decided to go on vacation. Like, I mean, you're over stressed about it. Like it's gonna be the end of the world.
People constantly talk about their subs and stuff, and especially the ones they don't have. I sometimes feel like they're just humble bragging. I don't know if you exactly said that, but I sometimes feel like, especially on Twitter, they're like, I don't know what's going on. You know, they're having like a freaking nervous breakdown and shit. And just going crazy talking about why did they lose so many followers that week or so many viewers that week. But at the same time, you have a lot more followers, viewers, and subs than a good percentage of Twitch. Step back.
And you have to keep in mind like that the average percentage of people that actually view a stream at any given time is around like 10 to 15%.
Yeah.
So if you have like 15,000 followers, and from like 10%, that's gonna be like, you know, maybe like 150.
Exactly.
So like it's just a percentage. Like getting any given time, having that amount of people actually stream, like watching your stream, it's only like, you know, somewhere between, you know, 5 to 10%.
And you're lucky if you get that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like there's no like massive 50% tile of your viewership is watching a stream at any given time. It's actually a pretty small percentage, but obviously as you get more followers, that grows over time. Will come back to your stream. You give them a reason to, but obsessing about your stream, like subs and stuff like that, is a good way to have health issues.
Yeah,
like having like actual like stressful anxiety when it comes to streaming, and you start to think of streaming negatively because you're putting in focus on things that are less in your control sometimes, which is it's scary. You don't want to go that route, because that's another thing about when it comes to healthy streaming. Please go outside. Please take some time away from the computer. Make plans of actual people and actual engage with people outside of streaming and outside of the internet. Go outside and have a nice cup of coffee with someone. You know, have some time to chat and have real life interactions, because if you don't, you're going to focus so much on Twitch being everything that you will be affected when someone unsubs or something happens like that, because you're focusing so much on Twitch being your world view and not the world being your world view. And that is making the world around you a lot smaller and making the things that are Twitch related a lot higher, a lot heavier than they should be. So that's going to be like my biggest advice is take time away from streaming. Twitch's promotion is not healthy. If you look at their like achievements and stuff like that, like they want you to stream like, I think it was like, there was an achievement for streaming like 25 out of 30 days or something like that on there. Like, don't kill yourself streaming. It's not gonna end up with anything. Like, if you need to take a break, then take a break.
Yes.
You know, like if
water breaks, people.
Away, like, don't like sit here and stream for 6 hours and not get up
and not drink,
not stretch,
yeah,
not drink water.
But can I tell a true story? About 2 weeks ago, or maybe it was 1 week, I forgot. No, I think it was 2 weeks. I was playing with Black Only. We were playing Conan Exiles, Black Only, and a couple other friends late at night. And I know for a fact I have water out. You guys been seeing me drink coffee the whole time, and I think I've sipped some of my water as well. I have a water bottle here. I usually have a couple different drinks at my desk ready to go. But that particular night, I did not drink anything. I may have had some coffee, but I didn't drink anything else. At one point, I was literally laughing so hard that I leaned back in the chair like this. I was like, oh crap. And like everything, like I just started feeling it rush to my head as if I was about to pass out, because I did not drink water. I did not get up. I did not stretch. Please, I implore you, please take care of yourselves.
It's really important, especially when it comes to like those kind of things add up. Especially if you're not building up healthy stream habits regularly. Say if you're not drinking water or stretching regularly on your stream, and you do that continuously on each stream, over time, that means that you're putting in 4 or 5 hours of a day, not drinking water, not hydrating yourself, not moving or stretching. And if you're doing that like 4 or 5 times a week, like you're taking a lot of time there being frankly unhealthy.
Yep.
And then you're wondering why you're in a crappy mood or why you're feeling low motivation while you're streaming. You know, like obviously your energy is not there if you're not actually hydrating and making sure that you're staying healthy. And of course, with Twitch is kind of like mentality of like, put in the hours if you want to make this happen, put in that time and put in the effort. Like again, do not get caught up in the grind. If you started pushing like this giant like focus on grinding on the stream, your viewers will notice, and everyone else that watches your stream will notice that you're getting burnt out, and it ends up not helping anyone, because eventually you're gonna crash, or you end up taking a break, a longer break where you're actually like, I'm not streaming this week because I'm burnt out.
It may be a little annoying, but there is a stay hydration bot. I don't even know how to add it. It got added to my channel. I actually removed it, but you can have that added to your channel, and it will post like almost like every hour and hour. Hey, have you drank water yet? Go drink some water. Yeah. Like, get your butt up and go drink.
Yeah, if you need that, you can definitely, for me, like I have like a little timer, and some people have commands too. Like they have like their chat, yeah. Put a hand in,
like drink,
like drink some water or get up. Like, if you want to like take a break every hour or like every 2 hours, if you know you're gonna be on the stream for 6 hours, that means that you're taking 3 breaks. For like 5-10 minutes. And some people are like, well, if I take a break, then my viewership drops down and people leave the stream because there's nothing to watch. Like, first off, again, people are people, and their attention spans are non-existent. So be it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Like, at the end of the day. So let me just give you out the scenario. So say if you decide you don't want to take a break because you don't want to lose the viewership that's watching you right now, right? Then you end up taking a longer break because you end up feeling sick or you don't feel well. So you take a couple days off streaming, and then now you're losing out on those days streaming anyway because you're not streaming healthy.
Yep.
It's still gonna catch up to you eventually, one way or the other. So you're better off like keeping yourself healthy and consistent than like trying to ignore it for viewership. And people are gonna leave anyway. I've seen the biggest streamers streaming games like day one. I watched like Man vs. Game. Like he was playing like Dark Souls 2 when it first released. He had an early access. He had like 40,000 people in his stream. He took a 5-minute break to go use the bathroom and grab some coffee.
Yeah.
And the shit dropped from 40,000 people to like 20,000 people watching. Why? Because there's so instant gratification that if you take like even 5 minutes away, you're leaving the stream regardless.
Oh well.
So at that point, who cares? Like, I mean, obviously, if you can't wait 5 minutes for me to go use the bathroom,
you don't care about me.
Then obviously, hey, it is what it is. That's all I can say. Like, I can't like if my well-being means that your entertainment is missing for 5 minutes, and you can't handle that, then goodbye. I mean, there's no other way around that. So that's how I feel about it. I feel like if you want to be healthy and live a long time on this earth outside of streaming,
yeah,
take care of yourself. And
Deacon says, especially if you do a drinking stream, Twitch damn that mess because people started doing crazy mess. Now, is that against TOS? I forgot.
I think that like if you're like inebriated to the point of like you're drunk beyond it being harmful, it's like self-harm now.
But you can drink though.
You can drink on stream, but if you're like wasted on stream,
so they're doing shots after shot after shot.
Yeah, like they will take it as they'll report you for self-harm because you're harming yourself on stream.
Shots for subs is against TOS. I know some people used to do that shit. They used to get bad. And that's another thing before we wrap up and head towards the social media aspect. Yeah.
Is make sure you guys are reading what you're signing. Make sure you guys are reading information about these rules, about TOS, terms of service.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you guys are reading your affiliate status program.
Please read that thing.
Contract. That's a big thing.
Can I say one thing?
On that right now, but yeah, go ahead.
About that affiliate contract. A lot of you guys may not have realized this. And I'm gonna say it one more time to make sure everybody in this damn chat understands this. When you are an affiliate with Twitch, you cannot stream to other sites at the same time. Don't go using Restream.io, streaming to Mixer, Facebook, and YouTube all at the same time. It's against your freaking contract that you signed. They will close your damn channel down if they wanted to. They may. I haven't seen them do it yet, but there's a good chance they will do that, and they will have every right to do it because you signed it.
If you're tweeting it out too,
exactly.
Like all the platforms linked back to back.
Now,
like Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, and then like wait.
I read that when I signed the contract. I read it and I knew it, right from the start. But the amount of people that I have talked to that did not read that very important information, oh my God, I don't. It's so high.
Read what you signed, please. Okay, that goes to. We're gonna talk more about that as well as far as branding and like partnerships and stuff like that next time around. But please, if you're signing things, make sure you're reading up on what you're signing.
That's right. It's a legal document. That's right, Shannon.
Like, yes, folks are seeing things. They're like, oh, let me get emotes now, and I can get bits.
It's not about those damn emotes.
Than just the damn emotes. So, I'm sorry.
The hell with them emotes.
I know you guys are hyped about the emotes, but keep in mind
really getting one.
Like, keep in mind what that means for both your channel and for your taxes, and what that means for the income that's coming in from Twitch.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not comfortable with dealing with the tax repercussions of having funds coming in from Twitch, you're basically representing yourself as a small business at that point, or a personal business owner, if you are taking money from Twitch for affiliate status. It's not just like, money you can just ignore on your taxes. Especially you making large amounts of it.
I'm just going to rapid fire, go down the rest of this list really quick, and then we're going to go to social media. And some of the stuff is about social media, but I just don't want to gloss over it. Some of the things I already said. Have a schedule, be consistent. We already went over that big time. Mm-hmm. That's the only way people are going to know to keep checking you out at a certain time. It's like a TV show. We know this already. Don't self-promote. We already went over that. Interact with your viewers. Come on, it's self-explanatory. You better be interacting with your damn viewers. Even if it's one viewer. That's one viewer that is taking their time to watch you. They could be doing anything else. Okay? So give them your undivided attention. Talk back to them. Don't assume your viewers are all dudes. I have a problem with this, and it's not so much that I assume all my viewers are dudes. I just say, hey, guys, all the time. And I don't know if that's a bad thing or not, but I don't assume everybody is dudes. I say that word guys, and I always feel bad about it. So try to dial that back if you can. I need to do that myself.
Yeah, say hey everyone or hey y'all.
Right. Don't be an asshole, really. Self-explanatory. Don't tag a bunch of people on Twitter or use a bunch of hashtags when you go live. We'll get back to that in 1 second.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quick swing. Speaking of water, I'm gonna grab more water.
Go get that water, my man. Go get that water.
So you guys will see me actively being healthy.
Yes, please. Don't speak poorly about other streamers on air. Okay? Don't be on your stream talking about, hey, I hate the way that such and such. I hate the way that Denny doing this shit. I'm talking about Denny since he's leaving right now. I hate the way that Denny be doing that Fight Club weekly. You know what I'm saying? That shit's trash, son. No, don't do that. Please don't. Please don't. Because it will get back. Everybody will start talking about you. You will get called out. The people will make highlights. It will get back to the person you're talking about. Just don't do it. This one's for our partner and affiliate streamers. Acknowledge everyone, not just subscribers. 100%. Do not leave people out. Just because somebody is sub to you, of giving you bits or whatever, don't only talk to them. Try to talk to everybody. Even if your chat is flowing like water coming down, it's just going so fast. Try to pick out different messages and talk to everybody. Okay. I'm just looking at what you guys are saying. You will get dragged. Exactly. You will get dragged. Get a bot. You already know about that. Get a bot to help manage your channel. Moderate your chat so viewers are comfortable. You know about this already. And this is a big thing. Don't just let stuff slide because you have viewers in your chat. If you have somebody that's saying something slightly offensive in your chat, handle that crap right now. If you are playing a game with a person that's on Discord or whatever that is saying something slightly offensive, or maybe all the way offensive, whatever, handle that right then and there. Like, okay, wait, what'd you say? Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna have to end this right now, and I'm gonna have to get out of Discord and just disconnect. You have to, people. Don't get them the hell out of here. Don't go along with things just because, oh man, but I have 5 or 10 people in my chat. I need to keep them around. I don't want to make them go away. Nah, the hell with that. You should have more dignity for yourself. Okay? Yes, don't let anything slide. Okay? And this last thing that's on this lovely link that Tanya put together, or page that Tanya put together, use the panels on your profile to give viewers info. Please use it. Now, you don't have to go crazy and write paragraphs everywhere, but at least give them the most pertinent info of where to find you, and what things you can, or what ways they can support you, or whatever. Maybe you want to give them a link to your Design by Humans shop or something like that. I don't know. But put all the pertinent, very, very, very important info in that channel. Just don't go crazy with it, writing stories.
Yeah.
People ain't reading all that mess.
Have some kind of link to both your Twitter and all that kind of stuff in the panels, or like an email address. Because one thing I've seen a lot on social media, especially from community managers and devs, is they cannot get in contact with people. They like go to your channel and they have no way of finding out information about you.
So this is what you got. We're going right into social media right now. This is what I need everybody here to do. First of all, get you an attractive email address. Preferably it's your screen in it that you use for Twitch at Gmail. I bet I see one of y'all with a damn at AOL or at Yahoo.
Please.
Or
like,
at Hotmail. At least use Gmail, people, please. Okay. But anyway, if you want to be really fancy, buy yourself your own domain and have an email going to that domain. But that's another day. That's another topic for another day. But I have a Jdubeous at Gmail account. Okay. Ming. No, you have a Yahoo. Ming, we're gonna have a talk.
What's wrong with Hotmail? Look, guys,
you have to stay behind for detention. Okay, after the class. Okay, young lady. But yes, have an email. Put that email in your social media profile. So put it in your Twitter account, in the actual profile. Put it in your Instagram, and also put that same corresponding email on your freaking Twitch page. Why? Because they want to verify it's you. They want to verify it's the exact same email address. They don't want to give out keys to random people. Because do you know how many times PR people get these fake emails of people trying to get free keys so they can sell it at other places? It happens more often than you know. Okay?
Make sure that things are consistent across your social media and across everything else that you use. Get it as close as possible. If you can't get the exact same thing, make it work in different ways. Another thing, we're going to social media now, and also like just general. Don't have a bunch of numbers or like random like X's, and I understand we're coming from like game culture and people are used to using like gamer tag type of names. Make sure that your name is as easy to read and clean as possible, because if they miss an X out of like the 3 X's in your name and can't find you, that can be a missed opportunity there for you, right there. If no one's like think twice to add or X in your name, whatever. Like if it's so hard to search for you, then move on.
Exactly.
Like that's just how it is. Especially when there's plenty of competition out here. It's hard to put up with that if you're like Jdubeous 84766. Like no one's remembering that
_ triple X. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, especially if you like put it like in the front of your name too.
Just
like,
don't.
They're never finding you.
Hey, what's up, creative? Just don't do that. It's very bad. Like Denny's saying. I mean, these people they want a way. They want to see that you have marketing skills. Really, you're branding yourself everywhere. You shouldn't have some weird, hexadecimal name out there looking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Because I see a lot of just people in the Discord now that have like crazy stuff on their name, or like random symbols that make it even harder to get there. Like don't do that, please.
I can understand having a unique name, but it better make sense.
Unique, but
kinda.
Like having like random stuff just pop in there, like just make sure that like it's easy to both find you. Because I had a trouble like even tagging people sometimes. Like I'm like, what are you like? Then the Twitter name is completely different from the Twitch name. Like not like nothing in common at all. Not even like the same letter, like a syllable in the name. I'm like, bruh, like no one can find you. Sometimes I'll try and tag you guys because I'll be running social media accounts, and some of you guys will have like the Twitter page is your name is like Kiki. And your Twitter page is I like flowers 89. Like there's no
don't do that, people. Be consistent everywhere, please, for the love of God. And with that said, and this is kind of going to a little bit of advanced, maybe the next class, but I'm just going to tease this out there. If you have a name, go ahead and buy that domain right this second, please. Go buy it. You don't know when you're going to blow up if you blow up. Like I have jdubeous.tv and jdubeous.com. I bought it a long time ago. Go buy the domain. Even if you don't put anything on it yet, just buy it so you have it so somebody else can buy it and put some crappy shit on there. All right.
Yeah, the domains are fairly cheap as well for like
Very
years
cheap.
access for bare bones. Like you can buy your domain for your name.
I think I renewed for like 2 years for like $24 at most. Maybe in 22. I forgot. So yeah.
Yeah, like you just want to make sure that you're protecting yourself, but also protecting your investment, which is why you want to invest in a name that you know you can stick with. Like it's a lot easier to make those changes earlier on than it is when you're already established and then you're trying to get rid of letters in your name,
Exactly.
numbers in your name because you waited until after you already got like consistent with all your branding, and now you got to remove the numbers and stuff out of your name. Like if you got that stuff in your name now, take care of it now because it's a lot easier when you're starting out than it is when you're already established.
With that said, though, go ahead and secure that. When you find that actual name you want to use, secure that name everywhere. Go ahead and get you an account on YouTube, on Facebook,
get on Mixer, get on Mixer, consider using.
Get it on everywhere, Vimeo, whatever site. Go get that account everywhere before somebody else does it. Everybody's using that damn, what was that app that everybody's using last, like Winter Vero or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
I didn't even use the crap, but I went and secured my name on it just in case somebody else wanted to. I don't think nobody's using it now, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, like you want to make sure that you at least secure yourself so that no one's pretending to be you
Right.
on some other site and you don't even know what's going on. Or like they're putting on kind of stuff in your name, you know, like they're posting up ads and stuff saying it's Jdubeous branded,
Yo,
you know, on Facebook.
Real talk, for my day job, I'm not going to tell y'all the brand, but I work for a brand. Like I came in, it had to be like hundreds of domains that had offensive names in front and behind and all intertwined with it. Like it'd be like, fuck, excuse my language, but fuck such and such brand.com. People buy that crap just to put up bad information about you. So I'm not saying go buy all those domains, but that's why you have to brand yourself in the most important places so people know the real you. Okay?
Yeah. Make it easier, please, because if you have plans on getting in more kind of, you know, relationships with both building your brand and talking to companies, don't make it confusing for them to know which one is you. Especially if you're like using some obscure username on Twitter or whatever, and they're not going to think it's you. I mean, honestly, you know, they're not. Like unless you can confirm both your email address, you know, post that kind of stuff on your channel or someone to contact you as well. Because some folks will they'll get your information and they will go to Twitter or whatever, and you have your DM set that you can't take DMs. So
at least have your email.
Yeah, exactly. So like they at least have some way to contact you. Because if your DMs are locked, you have no email address listed, and your whispers are off, who's going to be able to contact you? I mean, there's no way they're going to be able to get in touch with you.
Okay.
They're not going to pop into your stream live and like hit you up live like, yo, I'm Ubisoft. Let's talk business now.
Yeah, you know, I got a key for you if you hit me back. No, it's not happening. They're not chasing you down in your damn Twitch chat. I don't even think they do that to big streamers nowadays.
Nah. Better have some kind of way to get that open.
I'm not trying. We don't want to drag this session out for, you know, forever tonight, but we're going to hit one more very important topic. Hashtags.
Oh my God.
Hashtags, people.
Now, if there was ever a pet peeve for me.
Everybody, please pull up your chair, okay?
If there's ever a pet peeve for something on the internet, because we're gonna go over like, you know, a few things here with the hashtags, including the follow bots, the support small streamers, and all that nonsense. Please.
It's shit. Please stop.
Okay. Because at this point, I'm sorry, all right? Because right now, I'm running the social media account for the Cookout. If you're wondering why you're not getting retweeted and you're not getting any kind of traction from the pages, if you have 30 hashtags in your damn tweet, I'm not retweeting.
Stop it. Stop it.
You got like, you know, shout retweet and Twitch retweets and every damn follow bot, retweet bot in your damn.
Nobody gives a damn.
I'm not retweeting that.
Nobody is checking those retweet accounts. Nobody. Are you as a viewer right now going to those retweet accounts that are scattered all across Twitter looking, oh, I'm going to find me a new stream to check out because I'm watching this I'm reading this Twitter page? No, it's not going to happen. Oh, I'm going to really go to support small streamers and look for some new streamers that I can support. No, you're not. You're not doing it. None of you have done it. Don't act like you have.
Well, so, like, first off, so keep in mind that like the reason why besides support small streamers not working, The reason why I say not to use support small streamers is because if you start labeling yourself as small, you're gonna like. There's no reason to do that. First off, it doesn't help you at all by saying that you're small. Second off, when do you stop being small?
Exactly.
Like, when does it stop for you? Is it when you're 100 viewers in?
Is there a certain number?
40 viewers in? When do you stop being small? Because there's gonna be someone larger than you, regardless of who you are. So at that point, and I've heard it directly from both companies and developers, when you say that you're a small streamer, it comes off negatively every single time. Like if you talk to them the same as you approach them and say, "Hey, well, you know, I know I don't have as many viewers as some people do, but you know, I do okay for myself." That's not confident. It does not make them feel like they don't want to do business with you because you're making yourself, you're downplaying yourself on purpose for no reason. Like, give me more information about your stream besides the size that you think your stream is. Tell me more about your content. You're not telling me anything about your content if you're saying you're small, besides the fact that you think you had one in your stream. So please, think big, act big, put your content first before a damn hashtag no one's checking for it.
Act like you are literally a partnered streamer that has been around for years. Like you are on the front page every day. Have that mindset, please. Going out there posting that crap every day, you just make yourself look so foolish, so inexperienced. Nobody's gonna give you the time of day.
It's like honestly, it is a red flag for you know, both beginning streamers or for people that are
sorry,
not taking the time into like support thick streamers.
Really, Bing? Really, Mira?
I would take that over. I'll take it over support small streamers any day because
I mean, you know, we can get behind that one.
Okay,
that's a cause I can support. You know what I'm saying?
Like, people know what they're getting into though. When you support thick streamers, I support thick streamers all the time. Okay, I see y'all out here, or it's beach season. Enjoy yourselves. What I'm saying is support small streamers, guys. Look, the follow bots, the retweet bots. No one's checking for that stuff. You're just a bunch of bots retweeting each other.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get people coming in off of that.
Nobody's doing it.
It ends up hurting your brand. You're gonna end up burning more bridges using those hashtags than you are going to get traction. Because people that are seeing that shit on the timeline are going to either mute you or block you. And if you get like developers following you and they mute you because you're popping up with hashtags and nonsense constantly, you may not be able to contact them again anymore.
And
at that point,
here's the other thing: you can get free Twitch analytics to look at your tweets and see how they're performing. Look at those tweets and look how those tweets with all those hashtags are doing, and if it really got to that many people, if that many people really interacted with your tweet. 9 times out of 10, they did not. It just
even if they did interact, they're like flawed because it's just a bunch of retweets.
Exactly.
Them, so
and a lot of times people are gonna mute your ass if you keep on using that shit. So
it's and also keep in mind like tagging people as well. Like if you're tagging like everybody under the sun in your tweets before you go live,
yeah,
there's a wall of like X Mira. You know, she's like they're tagging X Mira and every damn simmer, whoever
just because you want to retweet
the damn tweet. Look. Okay, first off, a few things that can help you out. That'll make things a lot easier. You can tag images. If you want to tag like the developer or like the company, you know, who's making the game, use a hashtag for the game.
Yes.
The hashtag for the game is more useful because at least people what kind of game you're playing compared to like saying small streamer. So tag the hashtag for the game. Tag like, you know, say hashtags that people are actually checking for, but don't cloud it with like dirty hashtags. Keep your things clean. And if you want to tag a few people that may retweet for you, like if you want to tag the Cookout page or whatever, tag it to the photo. Tag it to an image so that you can actually tag the picture instead, and their ad's not popping up in the
exactly.
It's only showing up in the picture. It keeps it clean. It keeps everything, you know, it keeps things looking nice on the timeline, and your content's still being shown. People like myself and plenty of people on Twitter, especially when it comes to like PR and community managers, they're already nitpicky and usually like really like organized, and they like their shit clean. So when they see like your content like blowing down the timeline like a train wreck, they're like, what is this? Like who is this again? Why are they on my timeline? Oh, for that one thing? Okay.
So I'm just showing an example on the screen super quick. This is from a while back. I was playing one of the games that were free with Twitch Prime, and I knew they were like heavy in promoting that, not only Twitch Prime but the developers as well. And what did I do? I went, you can see it right here. I'm trying to see if I can zoom in on it more. I tagged in the photo Tiny Build, the people who made the game, Team Shifty, the people directly behind the game, Twitch Prime, and the Twitch Prime community manager. All so they can know, hey, I'm streaming this. But did I put them in the actual tweet? No, there's no need to do that. It's taking up so much text space and everything. There's no need to do that crap. Now, here's the thing. Yeah. When you're posting a tweet, I don't know if any of you guys are using TweetDeck or something like that, you can't do it from there. You can't put the tagging of images through that. Yeah. You have to go straight to the website. So when you go to the website and you add a photo, I'm just going to add some random ass photo here. Okay, right here, it says it clear as day. Who is in this photo? Just click that and you can tag up to 10 people. That's all you have to do, people. They will get notifications on their phone or their desktop app that you tagged them in that photo, and they will come look at your tweet, hopefully.
But make sure that you're tagging,
the correct people.
The game people and stuff like that. Not tagging like your random friends. And then like every single engagement after that is them being tagged because you never untagged them.
Right.
And so they're getting like flooded with notifications because every tweet is coming to them as well.
Exactly.
Like be mindful of your tweets. I understand that you guys, especially if you're new to streaming, you want to have eyes on your stream and you're excited. But keep in mind like that can be cumbersome to people who are not like in your stream. Like, like tagging every single person streaming every single day. I understand why people are like say, hey, I'm just got started on my stream, or some people might not know that you streamed. But you don't want to talk about that in their stream, so you tag them about that on Twitter. Cool. Don't start doing it every day. Like if someone doesn't know you streamed, or you wanted to let people know you stream, you have a big debut stream or something like that going on, cool. Well, I understand tagging people for that because it's a new event happening and it's the first time. Doing it every single time you go live is a good way to get blocked or muted. There's no way around it. Like obviously, because of the media and the community manager, I keep things in lines of communication open. But to be honest, if I was just a streamer right now, if I was just streaming, some folks would be blocked or would be muted on my list. Because
go ahead.
If you're doing like Follow Friday stuff, like tagging like 20 like accounts on Follow Friday.
Don't do that. I mean, it's nice. It's much appreciated, but don't do it.
I appreciate you guys doing that, but at the same time, the conversations and like the flow of like notifications.
Follow Friday should be left behind in 2009.
Yeah, like that ship has sailed.
It's so gone.
Sailed, and the people, and to be honest, like some of the people I see using it, I feel like they only use it for a certain reason. And again, it goes back to the idea of like what people are using you for. Like, don't tag me with a bunch of people and we don't ever talk or engage.
And then I gotta see all those damn notifications all day long.
Yes, because I will mute you, and then you wonder why you never see me talk on anything you say because you're muted. Like,
oh, that's why you don't talk to me? I'm joking, Danny.
But especially if we never have any actual conversation.
Yes.
If we never actually talk, or we don't ever tweet, or there's no conversation there, you're tagging me in Follow Fridays.
Notifications saying thank you, you're so sweet. Exactly. But me, when I have gotten on those Follow Friday tweets, I take off literally everybody else except for the one who tweeted it, and I only reply back to them. That's the proper way to do it. Yeah. But not everybody's like me. Not everybody's like me. Everybody just responds right back on their phone, wherever they're. I'm getting like a million freaking notifications. My phone's about to go dead and crap. So yeah, just be considerate about like what you're doing with your social media and what you're doing with your engagement, because you can end up turning people off completely to your content compared to what you're actually trying to do, which is get people to actually see your content and engage with it. Be smart about it and actually use your content in ways that's interesting. Like if you got a clip that you want to show, for your stream, use it. If I'm seeing to be honest, like when things catch the eye, it goes a long way. Yeah.
Especially for like when we're reading, like we're running the social media channels for like Cookout and stuff like that. If I see a tweet that has like an image or a clip attached to it, that's going to the top of the list for me compared to someone saying going live, no game attached or anything, just like
nothing.
Going live in the Twitch.
I'm live. Come hang out.
Because you have to keep in mind that like when it comes to the accounts, like I'm not gonna like the social media accounts for the Cookout and stuff like that are not gonna become one of those obnoxious accounts either. So I'm not gonna be retweeting like random clicks of you know, links of just a bunch of blue attached because you got like 20 hashtags in there, and people all they see is a wall of blue, just like a wall like of blue hashtags, and then your links is somewhere in the middle, somewhere in the mix.
Like, go ahead. Let's go through the chat. I have 3 things. Let's get to. Okay, and I'm jumping back to some questions. It's not 100% social media, but I'm gonna go back to Link Savage asked. We're kind of in the Q&A section right now. We are running kind of long. Question for Q&A. Asking now because my inner stoner will forget. Hey, okay. A lot of advice given is very, if you build it, they will come. Who true have you found it to be?
You mean like as far as like building your channel and people will engage in your content?
I'm assuming that's what they mean.
So here's the honest truth, guys. Here's me being as real and honest as possible, as I can be here on Twitch.tv. Not everybody's gonna make it. There's a lot of factors involved beyond just your content and what you do on stream. There is luck involved. You can be involved in being entertaining. All you can do is be the best you can be. That being said, your best may not be enough.
Yeah.
To actually succeed on this platform. Just being honest with you guys. I can't like sugarcoat it. It's not going to be a situation where everybody makes it.
Nope.
Because if it was, obviously you would see a lot of different stuff going on Twitch. If it was that case, not everybody's going to make it. Not everybody's going to have that kind of content option that like they're going to blow it out the park. Not everybody's built for this. Not everybody's built to be entertaining all the time.
But this is why we said earlier, figure out what you want to get out of this from the start.
Yeah.
This is not like a self-discovery thing that's going to last years and you're going to finally figure out, oh yeah, I want to be a big full-time streamer. No, you need to figure it out from the very beginning, at least the very first month. Is this something I want to do long-term? Is this something I want to do as a business? Is this something I want to do as a hobby? Which one is it? And then you can have your expectations off of that. Like me right now, I don't really plan on being some big, 1,000, viewer streamer. If it happens, it happens. But I don't see that happening. I don't really care. This is a hobby. It's fun to me. I'm playing games. I'm meeting new people. I'm having fun. You know what I'm saying? I went to that mindset from the very beginning. And had that same discussion with your loved one. If you got a wife, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whatever, or a husband at home, or hell, if you're just living with your parents, whatever, let them know from the get-go, like what your expectations are so that they're not sitting there thinking, what the fuck are they doing? They're wasting their time. Like they can know why you're doing this. I had this discussion with my wife before I really started taking it serious. Like, hey, I'm playing games all the time anyway. I'm always on my computer anyway. I might as well stream and meet new people and have fun with it. She was totally fine with it. But that's
you gotta have like the opportunities and stuff like that. You want to build your stream in different ways. That's totally okay. It's okay to be ambitious. The thing is, you have to be honest with yourself. I'm not gonna like give you guys the stuff you see on Twitter, like all these accounts and all these streamers out here. Well, positivity and you guys can do it. And like, okay, look, guys. All right, look. It's cool to be positive and everything like that, but honestly, like you have to keep in mind, like when you're putting in the effort, be honest with yourself. If you know you're putting in 40%, and you're like streaming late every time you come on, you're not engaging with chat, like it's not gonna magically get better. Like it takes time and discipline for some stuff. Like it takes you actually putting in the effort to put together the panels on your page.
Yeah.
Put the extra image into your tweet. Clip that stuff after the stream to make those highlights. Like that stuff takes time and effort. There's no well, I mean, one day you're gonna get that big raid, that big host, and then suddenly you made it. Like a lot of people, it takes time. Some of the people you see on here who've been streaming, some folks that are just getting partnered, they've been streaming forever. Like some folks are just getting partnership and they've been on here longer than I have. They've been on here since 2011.
Yep.
Just getting the check mark. They've been streaming on and off inconsistently and bouncing around. Some folks are doing all kind of different stuff, and it just takes them longer to make it. Depending on what you're doing, it can take you longer to make it. Like if you're a variety streamer, I'm sorry,
it's going to take longer.
Variety is the hardest option to get into because you're not going to have a consistent,
and I'm variety.
To stick to. that happens. I mean, there's no way around that because it takes a longer time to build up viewership. The numbers prove it.
Yep.
There's no way around that.
I'm variety, but I also know I'm not trying to like get famous, so I don't care. A lot of people don't have that same mindset.
Me personally, I don't ever really want 1,000 viewers in my stream because I can barely keep up with chat half the time anyway. I prefer to probably just kind of coast around, like, you know, whatever to make it big for me would be like 100 viewers would be cool with me. There's let people to keep chat engaged while I'm playing stuff, and like we could have like chat vote for stuff like that. Would be pretty fun. But I don't need like a big blown up stream,
right?
Personally. But some folks want that. Some folks want to be like that top dog, like 1% tile of Twitch. And that's what you want, then go for it. But just understand that like just anything else is competitive and not everyone's gonna make it. Like the same with like Hollywood, same with like, you know, music business. Twitch is extremely saturated. If you're like on Twitch streaming Overwatch, you know, at 7 p.m. and wondering why you only got 3 people watching right now, there's 60 pages of people playing Overwatch right now.
Exactly. On
the directory. So unless you're engaging in ways that involve you networking outside of just Twitch, no one's coming to your stream to watch you play Overwatch at 7 p.m. primetime hours, Overwatch League on, and 70,000 damn channels playing Overwatch. Now, if you're playing for fun, then who cares?
So
if it's a hobby for you, you don't care about that, then that's totally okay.
I'm gonna hop in. Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
But I mean, just saying, if you're planning on like actually trying to build on something, like you have to put in the time and effort. It means like watching your analytics, you know, watching patterns for your streams, engaging with chat, talking to your viewership, things that take more effort than just going live. There's no way around it. You have to put the time into actually spending time with your stream and how your stream works, and getting comfortable enough to like make slight adjustments for time or for game, stuff like that. But it's not going to happen right away.
I want to get to the next question. Channy, who is about to get out of here, says, I've hit a wall and been slightly depressed about streaming lately. Thank you for this 10 out of 10 stream. And it's been informative and especially motivating. Headed out. Have a good night. But hold on. You asked earlier, how do you feel about post-stream tweets thanking those who rated and hosted with a tag? It's I like to be nice, and I like, you know, to at least thank people for doing it. You don't have to do it. A lot of people don't do it, and some people may view it as extra noise, almost as bad as, you know, always posting all the different hashtags. But as long as you're not going crazy with it, like when you do like the after stream tweet and it's like 3 tweets like threaded together thanking everybody.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. Make it short and
like,
sweet.
You're not going to be able to thank every single person. If
right.
You have like, you know, if you've been streaming for 8 hours and, you know, every single host that's coming
right.
your way since then, that's not realistic. I stick to like, you know, if it was a large raid or something like that.
Exactly.
Or,
a large
you know,
donation, something.
And then the person that I pass the stream over to, if they're doing some kind of a stream event, like
exactly,
like St. Jude or something like that, I'm gonna tag that in that way. Like they'll go overboard of like, you know, thread 1 of 3, or
right?
Whatever, and it's just a row of people.
Well, like you're at the Oscars. I would like to thank the Academy.
Yeah,
a great stream, people, everybody.
Like, people should not be getting like up in their feelings about that either. Like, they should be like, well, he didn't put me in his tweet.
And yes,
it's not that serious, dog.
I want to address something that somebody has said. 2 people have said, Sorizia and Game Dragon. Maybe we can consider doing the Streamlabs credits thing they have now. That's great, fine, and dandy. But a lot of times, those people that you're thinking may not have even been in your stream when you did that at the end of your stream, when you roll that credit. So you're trying to like think them in a place that they're going to see it. That's the whole point of it. So like if somebody, like Denny said, came through with a hot, like 100-person raid in your stream, you know, throw out a thank you tweet like, oh, I had a great stream today, and big thank you to Mira who gave me a 100-person, you know, raid today. You know, just to show the appreciation that you do notice it. It did stand out to you and stuff like that. But I do think the roll credits thing is great, and I need to actually do that myself, because I actually say I pretty much thank everybody at the end of my stream, like verbally. Like I say each person, I go down my Streamlabs app and thank all the hosts, thank all the follows, thank all the donations or tips. But yeah, you can do that as well.
Yeah, I mean, like those are all options. again, like this is not like a situation where everything is, you can't do something.
Right.
Like obviously you guys can still make your own judgment as far as what you want to do with your stream, and there's not going to be a situation where like this is terrible, you can't do this. Like you can just still make your own choices. Just understand that like, given the advice we can, from what we've seen and how I've seen people interact and engage with things on and off stream as well.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like just based off of our own reactions there, what I've seen personally. But it's always accepted to the rule. But as far as what Charlie said, I understand like, feeling like you hit a wall.
Yeah.
There's going to be times though, like where it's not going to be a natural progression. You may not get like, a increase of viewership, month to month consistently. Like sometimes you're going to kind of coast for a bit before you kind of hit that level where you kind of have a little bit of increase. But it also comes down to what have you been doing outside of stream? Have you been traveling more? Have you been, as work we got a little bit more busy?
Right.
How much content are you showing outside of the stream? Like, what, have you been making those clips or highlights and you've been putting those out there?
And
like some things you kind of have to, if you notice it's a little bit of a drop off, try and change things up of how you engage. If I know I've been off stream, like I have right now, I've been streaming like over a week. I'm dropping some fire clips on the timeline sometimes.
Fire clips? When they coming, Denny?
Before I go live, get people kind of like knowing I'm back, and then I'm gonna make sure I kind of get the content ramping up again.
Are you gonna be in the Doom mask? I'm just wondering.
Not right now. It's too hot for that. The mask with steam up right now.
I want to see Doom again with the hair. What do you call it? The hair rollers and everything. Okay.
Yeah. That's coming. That will be coming again soon, though.
Oh God. I want to go back. Let's see here. Faye Queen said that's why I left the stream team I joined, because there was no real engagements, just retweets. She was talking about people using retweet accounts and stuff like that. There are a lot of big, this is not really a question, but I just want to touch on this. There is a lot of big stream teams out there. I'm not even going to say them by name, but I'm sure you know of them. And I mean, they have blown the hell up and have, they're a business now, like a legit business. But it always seems like their main purpose is to keep attracting more people, to keep pushing people basically to see the people at the top of the team, like the leader and maybe the couple of heads at the top of the team. And they're always retweeting from their main account, and it's not sincere. It's not a real team. If that's the case, please, for the love of God, don't join them. Just don't.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about like that as far as like the branding and networking. This is probably what our section is for the next stream one-on-one event. Will be like networking, branding, and then stuff like stream teams and everything.
What they're saying in chat right now, pyramid scheme, that's 100% correct.
Yes, because there's a lot of things that are insincere about some of these supposed teams, and people coming in, of course, like they won't know any of that because they're new to Twitch or they're trying to get into it quickly. And again, it comes down to, there is no get rich quick scheme.
There is.
If you're coming into it planning to get rich in the first place, you're going to be really disappointed.
It's not going to happen. You're not going to get 5 viewers instantly. You're not going to get 10 viewers instantly. You have to grow over time. And that's low numbers.
The best thing you can do starting out is load up your stream on more than one site. Like put your phone up or something, like so you're not on 0 viewers. And what you want to help your stream out the most, like at least start out there. If you're not even watching your own stream or have your own stream up,
you're doing it wrong.
You're not trying to win, dog.
Now I watch my own stream, but it's not to add to my viewer count. I have my laptop off to the right just so I can see the quality of the stream to see if it's like buffering.
Well, I mean, yeah, but obviously,
but it's adding a viewer.
but if you're like just starting out and you're at 0,
yeah.
Like, at least get yourself up to 1 or 2 because that automatically puts you up.
Get your mama to join.
Like
your brother, somebody.
So here's the thing, right? The directory the way it is right now, because you have to keep in mind everyone's streaming from console as well, and just going live from their stream console without actually really caring about streaming. All those 0 to 1 viewer accounts are like, if you get above 2 to 3 viewers, you're already going to be a good 20 to 30 pages up in the directory, just from getting 2 or 3 viewers up in your stream. Because there's so many, say Overwatch or Fortnite, like Fortnite right now. If you're streaming on Fortnite with 0 viewers, imagine where you're going to be on that directory. no one will find you.
Right down the bottom.
Like, no one will find you at like page 300.
Now, don't get me wrong. There are some people that go to the bottom of the list and work their way up looking at streams. There are a lot of people that do that. I've had that happen. But 9 times out of 10, that's not happening. Okay?
I totally look at the bottom of the list when it comes to lists like Dark Souls or the list like Silent Hill or Resident Evil or something like that, like a list that's a niche game or like something that's not Fortnite. Well, you know, like I'm gonna look at the whole list for that kind of stuff because sometimes I see like I'll hop on like Resident Evil and a lot of the people streaming on there are speaking in German or something because it's the middle of the day and it's Europeans on. Okay, I'm gonna filter for English and then bam, there's 2 streams at the bottom playing it. I'm gonna click on one.
Mira, I need you to get sleep. She's like, when I started streaming Sims in 2015, yo, I heard you like 2015, so I put 2015 inside your 2015, son. But she said, I opened all my devices to boost my spot in the directory. So that's my phone, iPad, mouse, computer. Hey, call up everybody. Like, hey, this you ain't gotta watch. Just pull it up. Put it on your phone. All right, just sit the phone down. Do it. Anything can help.
Get them out of them bottom rows, dog. Or
for real. And that's why you use Twitch Strike again to see what's gonna be best, like directory wise. Twitch Strike and Celino. You can figure out where you're gonna be kinda in a directory, and hopefully you're not gonna be at the bottom.
You thought you could get in trouble for that? So that's one thing. Like obviously, view botting is not condoned.
Correct.
By anyone. So like you don't want to be like botting your stream.
Don't do that.
That's another thing where like,
oh god.
Yes, like obviously there's been some issues on Twitch.
Don't go on Fiverr buying followers. Please don't do it. I know it looks tempting. Don't click that shit.
Do not get in the situation where you're botting. You got people like, you know, drawing in false viewership because it's always obvious. And you'd be surprised that people who are already getting large amounts of viewership are botting. Some people are partnered in botting. Some folks are out here like they're going from 500 viewers to 1,200 viewers on their stream, trying to get numbers up so they can get more partnership money from different companies.
Yep.
Like it's a mixture. It's all game, and it always ends up bombing. Prime example of that: the attack.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Like the attack, you know, the people behind the attack of the show.
I would have never thought that would have happened.
Exactly, Kevin Pereira and then all those folks, like they were view botting on his stream, and he said he wanted to get the numbers up on the stream.
And this is somebody that was on the front page a hell of a lot of times. They
were on the front page. They were featured by Twitch.
For
they
real?
had a whole studio plan with Twitch. I would have never thought that they would be view-botting, and they were busted by Twitch view-botting.
And people's jobs were gone.
Yes, the channel got eliminated, and that means all those jobs were gone for that production team.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, like, don't think you can get away with it, because eventually you probably end up getting caught, and then your channel will be gone. Because unlike the strikes for stuff like when people said Edward, you get one strike and you come back. People be botting, they're done.
You're gone. And I know I keep on bringing up Fiverr, everybody, but the only reason I say that is because I know a lot of people go and Google stuff like how to get followers, or you know, how to get free emo, or how to get like cheap emotes or whatever it may be. And that one particular website comes up a lot of times. Just steer clear of that website. There are some quality people on there, but it's very little, very little. And there's a lot of people selling viewers or view botting or whatever it may be, that's going to get you kicked off. So just don't go down that road, please don't. Want to say one more thing. This is not really a question, but I love what Ming said. She was like, if you do what you want and it doesn't work, change it up. That is probably, I'm going to say, that one of the best advice, simple advice of the whole night. Keep changing, keep adapting. Keep looking at your numbers and keep changing things up and trying to figure out what sticks and what works for you. You're never going to stop doing it.
Also keep in mind that you have to like balance yourself as well. Like don't like lose out on your own integrity trying to chase other people, because it's not going to work. Don't try and like work with what makes someone else successful to make yourself successful, and then you end up isolating your own viewership as well.
All I'm saying is be creative.
I saw Dr. Disrespect doing this, so I'm gonna go on my stream and start.
Oh God, don't go to the store, buy yourself a wig and some shades and think you're gonna be next Dr. Disrespect. Okay, don't do it.
like there's balance to it. Like obviously, if you think you're feeling stagnant and you want to try and change things up, definitely feel free to do it and feel comfortable. Hope your community is okay with that, but don't end up trying to imitate somebody and then it bombs.
No, we're not going to be you creative. We're not.
Have you like popping up in the stream, and I'm like, "Yo, thanks for that follow. Welcome to the stream."
For real.
Every day, like, look, don't be in here trying to be mirror dog, okay? I mean, folks will call you out, and then next thing you know, then they're taking the cheap shots at you on the stream. Look, don't do it.
Games like I'm about to give me a fake beard just because I can't grow one. Mirror, really, Mirror?
They'll start throwing that shade, dog.
Mirror's like, well, I was about to say, why are you exposing me? Okay, Mirror.
Because people notice when things work, okay? Because we're all streamers, so we all kind of have that eye.
Yeah.
So we see when things are working and when things are dynamic, and we see that working in live time, and it's easy to kind of see how that could work for your stream. Don't be a biter, because obviously, if we're all in the same communities and we see what's happening, people are gonna talk, and if you're straight up biting people and what they're doing on their stream,
listen,
you will get dragged.
I'm not a big streamer. I'm just gonna say, and I'm not gonna say directly who I'm thinking about. 'Cause I'm thinking of multiple people, but I've seen some people who I know have been into my stream who have taken ideas. Okay.
I've had folks take entire sound effects and stuff out of my stream. I had folks
and I mean bigger streamers. These are bigger streamers I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was just like, what the hell?
Then you don't notice. I'm like, really?
When you see a month later doing the same exact thing, I'm like, okay. I must be doing it right.
There's definitely integrity to things here, and unfortunately, people don't always have that. And you'll see sometimes, especially in what we're doing here. And I'm gonna tell you guys now, and don't be surprised if you got some white streamer popping up who's trying to come in, copy some stuff here, and then sprinkle it into their own little stream setup and make it happen, because they will do that. Folks love to appropriate random stuff from streams like from our streams. You'll see them hanging out, lurking in channels, and this they're popping up in their stream, dropping freestyles and pulling out notifications that you saw somewhere else. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence, guys.
And people notice. We all notice.
Because white be honest, the white mainstream, they'll enjoy the content as long as it's not coming from us. So if it's a situation where they can get that from someone else that makes them feel a little bit safer while they're watching, they totally will. They'll watch that first. And it happens all the time. Wish it wasn't that way, but obviously this is Twitch. So
we're going about what 3 hours now?
Yeah, we've already hit way over our time.
Deacon, his mama said they do me today are damn near close to the Diesel and Barrel on Twitch. Yo, we should make this a weekly show, yeah.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
I would hands down.
Topics, I would be so done with that.
Yo, I would hands down be Diesel and Barrel. Suck my dick from the back.
I would totally clown that.
I just love when he says that.
I would clown that Drake action right now, okay?
Oh man,
get that Pusha T. That'd be hilarious.
I'm
not saying what he just said, but he said,
I love that show, yo. I love that show. Okay.
Oh my god, I was not ready.
I'm mad they're not on this week, for real. That's how much I'm a fan of that show. You just choked. All right. Hopefully Twitch don't kick us off. Are we a mature stream? I don't know if we're mature or not.
We're now banned. It's all cool.
My bad. I'm sorry. I love you, Twitch. Jeff Bezos, you're the greatest.
Jeff out here trying to take over the world.
I know, right? He don't care at all about this little channel.
All right, so I think we're pretty much wrapping up here. I mean, do we have any last second questions here before?
Any big questions? Please drop them in there right now.
This is the last chance here before we wrap it up.
Because that's how I know you guys from up north. Yes, Denny's from Chi-Town. I'm from Jersey.
Look, but the Southern women though, I'm gonna say, all right, y'all be doing your thing out there, okay? I gotta stay with them Texas women though, because they've been causing problems.
Wait, what? Game Dragon? I'm literally new, Doom, but is this the channel you usually stream on, or do you have your own thing? Post your.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out both of us. So
all right,
basically,
go ahead.
I have my own channel, at DennyVonDoom, which you can follow as well from my personal channel.
Yeah.
This channel here is for the Cookout. So basically, we have our content here for the community is hosted here. You can follow Jdub as well. And you can catch him live streaming.
For real?
Swinging that Schmeat around.
Yo,
on Conan.
If you want to see that Schmeat and Conan, come holla at your boy. It just be flapping in the wind.
I'm so done.
we
made catch the directory as well. There's the directory for the rest of the community. So you want to see who's live on Twitch in the community, you can do so right there in chat.
Wait, what? Game, that wasn't me. All right. Creative is Queen Schmeat. Okay. Oh god.
Queen Schmeat.
Yo, real talk though. I made a clan inside the game. You wanna know what it's called? Schmeat Conda.
I'm done. Okay. See, this is what happens. This is what happens. You give Jdub the mic too long. Okay.
Yo, it's late. Right. I'm getting delirious. And I'm running off a very little bit of sleep. Like I'm knocking out after this. I'm letting y'all know right now. You see my question? What was your question? What the heck was your question, Creative?
Thoughts on channel artwork, like banners and panels, and making yours about monies.
Wait, what?
She asked about channel artwork, like making banners and panels without having money. So
this will probably get deep, but I'll make it really quick. I make my own stuff for the most part, but there are certain aspects of my channel that I did not make. Like I have certain cartoons. Like if you look on my channel right now, you would see like my cartoon avatar. I didn't make that. I hired an artist to draw that because I can't draw that damn good. But as far as like the actual like panels and like the behind the things on the actual screen, not just the panels on this channel, but the things on the actual screen, I made that myself in Photoshop. And you just have to keep trying. Just learn, like look at tutorials all over the place. They're literally everywhere. And you can look at other people's stock, I guess, channel art and whatever, and try to build your own off of an idea that you saw somewhere else, but make it your own. Don't literally copy it.
Yeah. And then there are like base templates sometimes.
Again, nerd or die.
Change colors for like there's templates you can use and then like add your own.
Yeah.
Even if you really are struggling, you can even like use just like basic stuff like the usual like paint, or even like an Xsplit. You can like add fonts to Xsplit directly and then put the text over content and then just screen cap it.
So
if you really want to.
I'm gonna use this layout right here that you guys are watching this on. I made this, and it's not me boasting. I'm just literally telling you how easy it is to make something as simple as this. I made this in literally maybe 3 hours, if that. And that was most of the time it took that long because I was like trying to source artwork. That fence down there, I found out on one site and I actually had to buy that for like $10. That scrolling cloud animation, I bought that off of videohive.net for like $20. I know it costs a little bit of money, but you don't have to. You can find free stuff. I'm just telling you, I sourced things from different places and put it together. I pieced it all together. And as far as the little green background, I made that in Photoshop in like 5 minutes.
Man, if you want like video sources, there are like free source websites as well.
Yeah, there's so many
for like stock footage. Like search stock footage and stock pictures that are copyright free. You can get those and like alter them, in the software. I do a lot of stuff in house, like both OBS and Xsplit.
Yep.
Like I made a lot of alterations just in the program itself for my scenes.
Exactly.
And it's easy to play around with.
I had to do it today.
Yeah, it's one of the big things I kind of did a lot on my channel. Is just kind of like making pretty creative scenes.
Yeah,
and a lot of that was done in house.
He does have some great scenes with like the little like mission control looking thing.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. I found either like through just like random stock footage, or I edited it myself a bit and then changed colors, because you have color wheels inside of like that stuff too. So if you want like a little bit darker, more menacing looking, or cuter or whatever, you do that.
Yeah,
it definitely works.
Yes, the Cookout Discord has a whole channel of artists for decent price. That's 100% correct. Get in the Discord, look in that artwork channel. You will see. I'm sorry, this is the commission channel that we called it. You will see so many people that do emotes and other things. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll even start offering my own services. We'll see. Anybody else got one more last question? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I think we were fairly thorough.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's move more into like kind of like the more like networking and branding type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, with the next one, but this is definitely more of like, well, just give you guys a taste of what to look for and kind of how to build your streams. But the main thing for me is just that there's things that people just don't tell you day one. It's a lot easier if you hear it up front from people who've been doing it for a while. Like, it's a lot easier to like kind of go into things with like this like false positivity where people are telling you like just to believe in the dream and like be realistic with yourself and what you can do.
Nah, fam.
like use your expectations and like view those honestly. Like, be honest with yourself. Like, if you know that you can't like stream full-time hours and live consistently without a full-time job, then adjust accordingly. Don't try and set yourself up for failure where you're just like out here not doing your real job good because you're streaming just as much and you're starting to hate your real job because you're trying to stream more, and the stream you're tired all the time because you're putting too many hours in. Like,
oh man,
balance yourself out consistently, and then eventually, if you get to the level where you can actually make a career out of this, which would be a long way away, then consider different choices and talk with more people about that. But we've all seen the people who are like, man, I lost my job, or I'm quitting my job to go stream full time and follow my dreams. Bruh. Like, realistically, even if you're making like solid like subscriber money per month, like the cost of living, dog. And think about how many subscribers you need.
For real.
For whatever that half that payout is.
Do you know?
And keep in mind, it's not even consistent either as far as like the payout amount per month.
Do y'all know? Like, seriously, the amount of partner streamers that are damn near struggling month to month to pay their damn rent. This ain't a game. This is serious. This is real life. Like, you're not gonna be rich unless something miraculous happens.
Not everybody's gonna be out here being lyric.
You're not Ninja.
Ninja. You're not gonna be averaging 250,000 subs.
Nah. I'm not saying you never will be. Anything can happen, but let's just be realistic starting off at least. I was gonna say something, but I had a total brain fart. Oh, that's what it was. If you guys have any feedback about today's stream, we would love to hear it. If you want to drop it right into the Discord, by all means do that. If you want to shoot us a private message, that's great as well. But I would love to hear what you guys liked, maybe didn't like, maybe want us to talk more about. Maybe we'll make a form. What do you think, Denny? Just make a form maybe for people to submit feedback on this?
Yeah, we could do that.
Or you could just say it in Discord. It's whatever.
I think what I'm going to do too is that if we can set up like a Q&A option so people can ask anonymously questions. So if they don't feel comfortable necessarily asking in the chat, they can do so through the chat like a question box. Yeah,
for the next one, we'll definitely have that. Then you guys can just keep on dropping in the questions as the stream goes on, and we can maybe get them all at one time at the end. I was like keeping notes on my notepad on the side while we were going through it. But yeah, I guess
considering how long the streams ran, we'll probably set this up. We'll make it like a 2 parts or something like that, like a part 1 and part 2. We'll split it up in the VOD on YouTube or something for like an hour and a half piece. People may have missed the beginning or the end.
Deacon's trying to put the Discord link in the chat.
Wait, what now? Oh no, the Discord guy got to whisper. Well, Deacon, thought you were already in here. So
I was about to say, Deacon, you're already in there. Everybody that's in here is mostly in the Discord already, I think. So if you're not, hit us up with a DM and we'll see. Okay, so Secret Society. Yes. Shh.
Yeah,
you must let everybody know that.
For thick streamers.
Yeah. We only want the thick streamers. Only thick streamers. THICC. Okay? It's what Kana here got to keep it on lockdown. That was great. Thanks so much. Thank you guys for being here. I'm Jdubeous. That's Mr. DennyVonDoom. And we'll check you next time. All right, people? Have a great night. It's late. Go get some sleep. Get ready for work in the morning. All right? Peace.